Goodly evening, this is Nerdist a Human, and welcome back to our Germania short campaign livestream series. Still a bit of a mouthful that as an intro. Just let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm going to change us over to the game itself there. So hopefully we're back in the game here. Oh, looking marvellous. I could see we had 7 people waiting, so hopefully we are all in play now and can hear this perfectly well. Now, where were we? Because it's been an extra week in between live stream series. I do apologise. Very much planning on doing this last week, but I got quite interested in the Millennia game that came out, and it was on like a demo for like 2 days, so I was playing that a little bit. Decided, you know what, this is a video that I do want to make for the channel, and decided, you know what, we'll move the live stream series back a week. That'll be fine. So I made a few videos for that, but we are back with this, and today our plan very much is to, well, we've called it Operation Barbarossa in the name of the title of the episode. So I guess yeah, we're very much going to be spreading eastward today, but it depends how much the game wants to allow us to focus on that, because I'd quite happily ignore southern France for the time being. I'd quite happily let the Julii slowly poke their way through the Gallic territories, and hopefully we don't have to face them today. Now, I wouldn't mind actually getting involved in a Gallic, not a Gallic, in a Roman war in the future. But yeah, for now, for today, I'd rather just focus on the Eastern campaign. Let's get the Eastern Front sorted out, and let's leave Vichy France as it is right now. So that's very much the plan. But I suspect the Spanish who are already in our borders may have different ideas, and we might just have to fend people off for a long time. If that's the case, we might go a bit more on the defensive. I don't mind this being a border with the Julii if it's inevitable, but we shall see about all of that. Gentleman Master, hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you. It's a lovely, lovely day here in the south of Spain. Be for a nice cycle ride. I'm feeling good. Hopefully I won't fall asleep, but the bike ride normally gives you a good bit of energy. And answer to your question, no, we can't hear you. I certainly hope you that doesn't make any sense. Okay, I understand. All is fine. We can hear you. Excellent stuff. So, our plan today then is very much to smash up the Dacians and the Scythians. Now, as for Dacia, I'm not too desperate to start the war with them, to be honest. I don't mind actually almost kind of skipping past them. In many ways, I'm happy to pounce when I need to with them. This territory isn't worth an awful lot, so we'll go grab, yeah, home sweet home in the next turn or two. That will be excellent. And in terms of the other settlements, I might actually just from there just go straight through the Dacian territory and swing straight into the Scythian capital, which is currently under siege actually. Interesting. So we'll see about that. We'll swing this way if that's taken. Presumably Thrace are putting that under siege. That could be intriguing. Thrace are at war with them, so it seems most likely it is them, because Dacia, maybe they are, but it's unlikely, I would suggest. Who knows? I do need to get some spies over in that part of the world, so maybe Loverside. Oh yeah, there. No, I don't really have very good spy mechanisms, do I? Okay, with 1 turn from a spy, Vicus Melchiamani and Cheese, excellently named, of course. Over in Tomtiacum, I will say, when I made the strategy video for last Friday, the fact that this was back to Mongatiacum made it a lot harder to pronounce, because Tomtiacum really rolls off the tongue. They should have named it after me. Isn't the strat to take over Noma Martis or Marseille, build a boat and then send an army straight to Rome? Yes, it would be. Absolutely, Batembe. If I were playing a traditional campaign at this point, we would make sure we have the military infrastructure, take these and launch into Rome. 100% agree. We are, just to remind people, on the short campaign, on the Survivor, hold 15 provinces and destroy or outlast Dacia and Scythia, which is why we're heading eastward. Basically because I didn't want to commit to like a full long campaign when we did these live stream series, so I just said we'll do the short campaign. But Germania have a stupid short campaign. But yes, essentially at this point we would take this and go and smash Rome. They're in a perfect place to smash. They haven't done anything. They're about to take Mediolanum, of course, but they've only got Segesta, which I would assume they got on turn 1. So, okay, Germania are looking strong. It's just a matter of where we bother to go. To be honest, I actually don't mind as Germania not taking on Rome. It's one of the things I kind of mentioned in the video, is that Germania, you're far enough away from Rome to not worry about them in the short term, even the medium term. Obviously, you will eventually have to clash with them, but if you actually want to challenge them, let them grow, let them get more powerful, this is one of the times with the Germania army that you can totally smash the Marian Rome army. This army is about as well equipped as any in the game, and if you want to go and do other stuff, I don't think you need to worry about racing to Rome early on in the game, although it is obviously still the ideal strategy at this stage if you want to kind of min-max. But yeah, I to be honest, wouldn't worry about that too much for the time being because it's going to be interesting to head eastward. So we obviously have this side over here with our first set of the Archer Warband. What we need is a big pack of them to do a Scythia, essentially. I don't know how strong they are. They don't look like they're that strong. They haven't taken over the Bosphorus region over there. So that's still just rebel. Their capital is it the capital? Yeah, their capital's under siege. And Parthia, yeah, still have Tribusake up there in the north. So they're going to be orcs to face, but they don't look like they've built up an especially strong empire. Now, one thing before we end the term, I do seem to recall we were building a few large boats to clear out some of these pesky pirates who are, yeah, generally better than us, but the large boats would at least give us, oof. Okay, I was a bit worried there for a minute, but that's fine. That's an 8, not a 0. So we've managed to clear out them. These boats come and join the party. Well, they would join the party, but admirals are stupid in Total War. So we won't quite yet, but we will see in time. Okie dokie. I don't think it's the time. Now his finances are really low, even his army. Yeah, you know what? The thing is, the Germania... Someone commented actually on the campaign strategy guide about the fact that I said about taking Britain, and they were saying, you know, playing Britain, they've got no money at all of that. Germania really do struggle for money. The main thing with Germania, though, is that your troops are so effective with the Spear Warband that you really don't need many troops at the start. The main issue we've got right now is that ideally we just go and smash these towns. Just because we're trying to deal with Scythia first in terms of the actual objectives. I kind of want to make sure I don't tease the Romans, because the Romans do... I haven't actually really looked into this in the file, but I'm certain that the AI responds to how well you're doing. And the fact that I've got this many regions means the Julii are kind of activating now. They're going on to charge and take over territory mode. Because if you actually don't achieve very much as your faction, then the Romans do tend to be a little bit slower. That's my experience. I might be completely making that up and speaking out of my arse. But that's just what I'm going to go with here today. So we have a few rebels still popping around. We've had a lot of rebel issues on this campaign, haven't we? Just won't leave us alone, in spite of, generally speaking, what's been a pretty happy set of towns. We do have a few amber faces now. I think I did just whack the tax rate up in a few of them just to make sure we could get the most out of our territories. But yeah, our economy isn't great, as you mentioned, to War Master, and my armies aren't prepared for Rome just yet, but we're looking pretty good. You know what? Can we get these guys? Yeah, we can. Okay. Let's start off then with a little battle with this lad. Good defender, command talent, confident commander. Mostly he's going to be dead, so we'll just swing on him. Now, you might notice we've got some weird transitions when it comes to battles. I've had a bit of a fiddle round, actually with quite a few of the settings. So we're going to have a lot better visuals in the battle, which is nice. Now, since I changed my... Rome Total War, as you know, is very awkward with running and settings for people. Some people just can't get it to work at all, which is obviously the main reason I would suggest for the remaster being a very welcome thing. But actually, I've managed to get these looking pretty nice. This is looking pretty resplendent. It's not the same settings as I've got on the campaign map, which is why we had the little jerk around. And for me, it's completely different on my screen because I'm now not looking at OBS. I'm now looking at the actual windowed screen, which has got a lot bigger for the battle. So hopefully we're going to have much better visuals for the battles. And in terms of audio, our audio should be better because it's been a little bit not ideal for a little while now. Actually, my audio, I haven't been quite happy with it. Sort of new studio, some problems and with all of that stuff. So I've had a bit of a change around. I'm a bit happier with it. So hopefully we'll see a bit of that here today. And we'll swing on into battle. So you should invade Carthage as punishment. Yeah, that Carthaginian army guy is really winding me up actually, because he won't stop marching through my territory. Oh dear. So yeah, audio, to be fair, in a live stream, I don't get to do any studio stuff with it afterwards. So there is a slight negative on the audio for live streams in the sense that I can't fix any little things. And soften it up, but it should in general be better here and now. You might not notice it in all your videos for a little while because there's some things that I'm way ahead of in terms of videos and some things that I'm not. So you'll probably find for the next month, so the next few weeks, you'll find the audio varies a bit on videos. So I apologise for that, but in general it's getting better. It's just some videos were made a long time, like before I fixed up a lot of the audio issues or some of the things that were bothering me. Ooh, this reminds me, we've obviously got ourselves a battlefield strategy guide coming out before too long, and on this battlefield strategy guide we obviously need to talk about the fact that A, it's kind of easy, but B, yeah, there are some odd little things that happen here. Like you just literally got to walk in front of them and part yourselves where the pikes are just going to touch to engage. It's kind of the only way this ever works, isn't it? Excellent. So our Paulers are a little bit less pixelated today. Get your screechy war cry on, my good girls. That'd be magnificent. You just keep walking forward. And in general, I think we're in a good place just to speed this up, to be honest. Okay. And we've got ourselves a few breaks. Get these guys marching towards the general. You walk towards the druids. And these guys can, you know what, get the Paulers moving up as well. We like the Paulers getting forward a little bit. They don't even care. They're just walking straight through the side of that unit. It's fine. We'll just get the general to plug that gap. How are you looking, by the way, in your shiny new armour? Yeah, it's looking quite nice. I say new as if anything's changed. Nothing's really changed apart from a few of the settings, but there we are. Okay, so these guys are largely mopped up. A few of them are going to come back into battle at this point, but we'll go and swing into the rear of them. Screechy, screechy, screechy. We literally just walk straight through the druids. I like druids, but 2 turns for them and 1 turn for the screeching women. I'll quite happily have the Paulers. They do a very nice job. The only thing is, I've ran my general past him now, so he might get tempted by the general. No, he wants to come and die. That's fine. You're going to die now. And with that, hopefully, yeah, that's victory and glory. Okay, well, it's only rebels, so there's not a lot of chasing we can do. So we'll just get a little bit of experience on this guy. I say a little bit, he's already on 5 experience, so just a quick bit of mopping up, and that'll be excellent. So yeah, on the note of invading Carthage as a punishment, we could do all sorts of things in this campaign as we move forward with it, to be fair. My plan today is very much to kind of win the victory conditions. So if you don't look like they're going to be too well developed, but we'll see when we arrive. So just a warning about the little jumpiness which we're going to get as we switch between different resolutions. Ooh, very strange on my screen. Okay, there we are. But yeah, we could easily do a follow-up live stream where we just deal with Rome, or go do something silly like migrate somewhere. I really don't mind. I don't know what this army was doing apart from clearing them out. I assume it was just clearing them out. So we'll get a little bit of retraining on them, but otherwise that is grand. Get some more dogs because I like dogs when they're not in the opposition army, and I think it's probably just time to end our turn. I will just save things up. So Germania, #5, lovely, and end our turn. There is a spy up there by Home Sweet Home, excellent. So Parthia, any good? I was thinking of an Iron Man game with them. Parthia. Oh, you are a little bit old, aren't you? Let's have a look how old Aimer is. Parthia have 0 infantry. Well, they do have some. They have Eastern Infantry and the Hillmen. So if you don't care about infantry in your army, great, go ahead. But yeah, you're going to find that interesting. But yeah, a lot of cav, a lot of very excellent cav. The Persian cavalry are beautiful. So I was trying to look for Aimer, wasn't I? Where is she? Oh, 17. She's not marrying someone that old. No. She's a young lass. She doesn't need you, sir. Sod off. So that's fine. Yeah, Parthia are a really interesting one. Obviously with basically no infantry, just the pink pajama men. You're going to be using a lot of cav. I like cav. That's fine by me. A lot of Persian cav. They've got the camel cataphracts. They're excellent. They do have elephants as well. So they can be quite fun. They're in a bit of a weird spot where they are a bit spread out across those eastern territories. But if you take over Babylon, Hanging Gardens, then you'll start getting a lot more farming very quickly. You'll be fine. It's an interesting campaign. Not doing well on the money front. 5,000, but that's not a lot for what we've currently got. We've just got no infrastructure over here, basically. So, can we could just run the general in, but there's no other cav in this army, really, so we'll wait a turn. That's fine by me. Yeah, Parthia is in the vote, by the way. Obviously, it seems this might be the last one, and we've actually got the campaign and battlefield strategies in the process of coming out. There is... Oh, no, I thought this might happen to him. Oh, no, this is someone else. Okay, so we got Bloodthirsty, which is, yeah, just too much. The Berserker here, -4 morale. +3 command when attacking, but -3 when defending. I mean, -4 morale is just unacceptable. Sisyphacus the Bloody-Handed. I don't know why we always go Scottish with that kind of lad, but we do. So that's fine. Where are you, sir? In Loversice. Yeah, that's fine. You can just look after the town. You don't need to worry about that too much. Got a bit notice that we can't see anything here. Made me feel like there was a watchtower gone, but apparently we just don't have one there. So we'll build one, but I suspect it was just that, yeah, game was maybe going a little bit strange. Okay, Vickers, Muckamani and Cheese has itself another archer. Get yourself another archer. I'm just going to queue them up from here, to be honest. Don't need to retrain peasants, that's fine. We're getting the Circle of Donar to get us up Berserkers as well, which means that they'll be able to train everything here and nothing else of any good is going to come out of any of there. So practice range will be good just to make sure we're ready for the archery range when we get to the next level of city, but that'll still be a few turns away. The Gauls over here we could attack, particularly if we want to have a base against the Romans, but I do not have enough units to make that work for me, so we will ignore that for the time being. Levarvum desperately needs to grow, but as long as the Patavium is still Gallic, I'm not too concerned. Excellent, so spy, spy, spy. We desperately need some spies. I'm just going to line up 3 of them. To be honest, I suspect it's the same thing over here in Lemming Grinder, so let's go and get ourselves another spy. As for these invasion forces, I'm going to block the river for now, but I might just send like a force of 3 men just to stand on that one. Spain probably won't attack through him, but if I leave the space open, they probably will go and attack the city. I guess I can see that it's looking a bit weak, but I want to just guard the bridge for now. I would love to do some ambushes. We haven't really managed to pull off ambushes so far. Obviously slightly more useful against the likes of Rome rather than these guys who is stronger than anyway, but we spent all the money. Okay. Where did we just spend all the money? These are... I mean, I did just buy quite a few spies over here, but how did I spend that much already? I do not know. We better just get the upgrade to the town. It's funny, actually, when you're playing Medieval 2, it's, you know, you just kind of don't really care about building the town expansions. You just often can't afford it, you know, especially when they're like 9,000 a pop. But here, yeah, straight away every time. Squalor, population things are so much more of an issue on this. Trio has a diplomat. Presumably I was doing that for a reason. If anyone remembers why I had a diplomat here, please let me know. Probably to speak to Carthage, actually. Carthage, Carthage, Carthage. Can we trade with you? Don't know that we have any ability to, but we will do that anyway. I want map information, please, sir. Except, now I could actually be selling the map information. It would be much more sensible. I did notice we didn't have the option of alliance there, did we? No. Who are they allied with, by the way, then? Carthage, Carthage. They're allied with the Gauls. Utter numpties. Wow, Carthage! Oh, dear. They have nept. I mean, they've done well to even take it. It's under siege. So it looks like the Scipioni have been ploughing through. So, yeah, what I was saying about the Romans not getting going is maybe not true. The Julii do have Parma. I think I knew that, but forgotten. So yeah, Parma, Sardinia, fair enough. But yeah, ooh, this is not looking good. I need to go chat with Numidia, actually. We need to go get some more map information. I do like having some maps. So yeah, at some point we'll get some boats down here. Scipioni. Okay, they've just been booted off in this direction. No armies on there. We know the Julii have landed over here in northern Spain, so we do need to be careful about landing forces. But for now, we'll be absolutely fine. What happened to Carthage? That is... It's only 245. I mean, they do normally die. They normally hold on to Parma and lose everything else. That is impressively bad. Anyone else made it here? Macedonia's here. The Gauls are here, Spain are here. Well, we'll just hang around in that diplomat party, I suppose. But there's, yeah, not a lot more to be doing for the time being with those guys. Let's just go to our agents because I don't know that I have many diplomats. That's the one in Latium. We have one down here. Probably to speak to these guys, who are kind of annoying me. It irritates me that we can't say to Spain, for example, I don't want an alliance because we'll just have the same problem as before, which is the Romans wage war with them the next turn. I will just trade maps just to see if anything's different. They want to offer me 60. Apparently nothing's changed. That's fine. They don't value what they've got. Fine. Let's not worry about these guys. Let's get ourselves focused on this war over here. So we'll end our turn and we'll just plod on through. I will potentially go and attack those towns down south, but I'll just keep an eye on what the Spanish are doing for a moment because they're just intriguing me. That unit, that 3 unit of warband on the bridge is enough to tempt them should they want to do something stupid. I'm going to send the cav over here as well, just so we have a mop-up force should we need it. They'll fancy their chances against that army. If they want to wage a war, then they will be tempted into it. So just keep on training those guys, retrain them. Oh yeah, of course. We've now got Donar for +2 experience. Excellent stuff. Get yourself a shipwright. Most likely it will be helpful. I could check how useful it would be, but I'm not going to. So we'll grab ourselves a spy. And let's get over here. Still Scythian, still under siege. Intriguing. So, what do we want? Can we just grab a few men just to go and mop up these guys? That would be lovely. Just give yourself some battle practice, sir. Excellent. There's another spy, by the way. That's a Dacian lad. Let's not worry too much about him. Tavern, market. Market. It's not a bad idea. We could do with some economy in general. And, you know, we're getting so many of these berserkers right now. Not a good thing. Does that mean... it's not necessarily in the town we're training berserkers, which is interesting. I don't know what the triggers are for them. So yeah, Sigurd Circle of Donar. That is great, but I don't know how useful berserkers are going to be over here. But it's nice to have it, if nothing else. What we need... is what are other we got large minor city here. What was your temple? You've got Freya. Now once you've got to this size you don't need it anymore. We'll have other screeching women around in our smaller towns. Let's get Woden here and we can get that built up for the cav because they are unbelievably good. We can leave that on normal. We can turn the tax rate there. Yes, Tontiacum is about to grow, so we'll turn up the tax rate. About to grow. Not if I retrain those men. We'll leave those men for the time being. That's absolutely fine. Trier's got a few peasants. Let's not worry about them. And screeching women are just making their way around to this army. Make sure we got a couple of them over there. Okay, if we want to make a leap towards these towns, we absolutely... Oh, for Pete's sake. I don't have many spies and they're all dead. Try again. Actually, maybe don't actually. Try then 75. I don't like to throw away my spies like that, but we could do with more info, particularly down south. You know what? Get one spy, get one diplomat. That'll be absolutely grand. Get this guy moving in this direction. And we'll send the other one down to like the likes of Spain. I doubt we'll have a chat in Numidia then, because it's unlikely that they're actually in that part of the world. But we might find out otherwise. We're going to get ourselves... just in position here to block this up. Okay, we're just going to block it up. No one else is coming through here, although I wouldn't mind maybe just leave like one of these leave these 2 little boats to come in and ferry people round should we want it. It's not ideal if they get attacked, of course, but it's just slightly cheaper as a ferry service. So yeah, let's just block this off. If pirates attack, at the very least we have a better boats. It's a bit damaged. Better boats in the centre. Maybe we'll just get one more. We can't afford it. One more, Thomas. Okay. As I say, the problem with my economy right now is that I've got those armies over there not doing anything, so that is a shame. Germanic spy. 100%. You still sometimes actually gain experience from that, so that's fine. We don't need to worry about anything here. This should be an absolute walkover. That's fine. We'll auto-resolve it. As long as I don't lose my archers, I'm absolutely fine with that. Fine and dandy, and we'll immediately Ooh, do you want to immediately move on? Probably do. Probably do. Let's just leave those men behind. Yeah, it's happy enough. We'll get ourselves a watchtower. Now, oh, still barbarian mercenaries there, but soon enough we're going to have some better options. Let's go grab the man. Yeah, this guy. He's my faction leader. When did that happen? Okay, so my faction leader is, yeah, a casual adulterer who's a berserker, who's untruthful, but devout to his god who cares not about, yeah, marriage and any of that nonsense. Fine. You can head over there and just lay down watchtowers. Something to do with the faction leader. It's useful in battle, I guess, but he's always going to be leader as the faction leader, which is makes it a problem really. So get these peasants out of there. Get these guys demolished. We can send the new units back. That's fine. The rest of them can go and knock out those rebels. Fine. Okie dokie. So back to the chat. Sorry, I haven't been looking for just a little bit. Did you watch the Spiff and Brit video where he attacked full sex of dogs? I have seen the thumbnail for it. I actually never got around to watching it, I don't think. Dogs, I have thought about doing like an animal or like a dog only thing. Dogs are obviously, their morale debuffs are massive. They can actually be very effective. You just need to be a bit sensible, particularly on a big wide open battlefield of like where your handlers end up, because your dogs will run off forever, so you want to hold some back. But no, I've never actually watched it. I should go and do that. Parfait is one of my favourites. I prefer Scythia, but they're both extremely fun. Yeah, I love that Scythia still have the Axemen. The Axemen are a bit chunky and brutal. I see Rome stream and recommended. I click on it. Is vanilla working fine? Vanilla's working absolutely beautifully. Thank you very much. Last time I tried, it crashed like crazy. Yeah, I was saying earlier actually that I've managed to get my graphics looking a lot better in the battle. Not so much on the campaign map. It's still a bit rusty here on the campaign map, but that's fine. We'll accept that. In battles is kind of a better place for it to look nice. But yeah, mine runs beautifully. But if it doesn't, then there is the remaster. I prefer playing the original, but the remaster, if your original Rome Total War doesn't work, go ahead, play the remaster. Makes total sense. In fact, I'm pretty certain you cannot buy the original game anymore. I guess you can find an old CD, but they don't sell it, which I thought was a bit cheeky, but there we are. I find there is always, what happened to Carthage, yes indeed. I find there is always one Roman faction that gets confused and just camps around their starting location. Yeah, often it is Scipio. It seems to be the Julii on this occasion, although I don't really know how the Brutii are doing. We should find out. I'm the only one who calls it the Ring of Donuts rather than the Ring of Donar. I've definitely said that at least 3 or 4 times during the campaign strategy video. Or probably on takes, which didn't end up in the final cut. I probably should have left one in just for jokes. But, well, actually, Lake Dunham's pretty big, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll turn it to low tax rate for a moment. While it is happy, actually, we can... we could demolish it. We can't afford a new temple if I do, so there's not much point of that at this particular moment in time. So, yeah, this army's just going to ignore Dacia for the time being. They actually have quite a lot of troops. They're probably expecting me to invade them right here and right now, but I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. Because Marcomanni is still growing, so I don't really want to make troops out of it. I don't mind, of course, getting a spy. There's literally a single chap, and we need those units there. It's just a bit annoying. Because Marcomanni, are we technically over the border yet? We are indeed. That's another peasant to disband. You're into 5,000 now. 5,000. Play Pontus. Okay, we've now got the idea. Thank you very much. Pontus is currently winning the vote. Someone was saying about Parthia earlier. But I have put up the vote. I didn't finish this sentence or this thought about 15 minutes ago. But yes, Parthia and Pontus, I believe, are the top 2. Last I looked, I think Pontus were maybe 10% ahead. Oh, the Julii are at Batavium now. Let's keep a close eye on that. We'll just keep ending our turn. Our money's pretty limited, but it's fine. We've already got the armies that we want for the time being. We'll just have to potentially move south to deal with those Gauls just for a bit of money. And if Rome are starting to move, would I like to plug up a different border? Maybe I would, you know. So this army here, where did Spain go? Oh, they're going to Lugdunum instead. Well done, guys. Artanumpties. I'll give them one more turn, and then I'm just going to change my mind and go to the Nabi Martyrs. Is there anyone to spy on over here? Spy on a boat. I can spy on the Brutii guy. Excellent. So 93% didn't gain anything. Bit of a shame, but it happens. War declared, Numidia and Egypt. Okay, so my question about how Numidia are doing is probably not good for that long. Just get more and more archers. That'll be perfect. Shrine to Woden over in Batamodorum. We'll get that built up to the next level immediately. Deva will get the port. That's all you're going to get, quite frankly. And what was the other thing here? Condate Redonum, High King's Hall. Yeah, you can get the ship right as well, because that is the key thing, really. Just get those ports out, damn it. So hopefully, at the very least, our northern holdings will be fairly safe from those ports. Oh, I just created all sorts of issues for myself. Sorry, just give me a minute. Just dragged my screen on OBS. And I couldn't see anything anymore. It's fine, we're back. I'm alive. So, if I go... I'm just going to march through Dacian territory. I'm not actually attacking them, but I'm just going to go through their territory because sod them, I'm not interested. I love the idea of the rebels just taking over my town right now, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. It was just on the way, so I took it. That's an excellent attitude to have, of course. So, home sweet home, send the faction leader up there. Vickers Gothy, continue to get... When did you get to 9 XP? Okay, 9 XP, that is lovely. We'll send you off before too long, sir. Don't you worry about that. So yeah, plenty of good experience. I did say I wasn't going to eat up its population, but I'll get some screeching women. Unsurprisingly, faction destroyed Carthage. Who's shocked by that? Did someone say Pontus? Indeed, yes. Pontus are winning the vote. Pontus are actually secretly one of my... secretly my choice of vote on there. I do love the Pontus campaign. They have a lovely position. I love Armenia, as I've mentioned many times. Pontus are a very close second in that regard. They are, yeah, they have some really fun units. They obviously have the phalanx as well, but they're the side of chariots, the Cappadocian cav. I love the Pontic heavy cav, as you might know if you've seen my Rebels campaign. Pontic heavy cav are absolutely glorious. Berserkers over here at Lavarvum. Yeah, I've got 3 Berserkers there. That's pretty much all we'll ever need. And, okay, we'll keep an eye on Spain, as I mentioned. Nothing else really needs doing. Let's keep an eye on that guy. Yeah, I really don't have extra troops around, do I? I've just got what I've got in a few of these places, and that's kind of it. Can this guy go and take them out? Probably not. Can he? Unless he's happy enough. Although there's probably a random general around here to go walk into it, such as, I don't know, Carthaginian, who I saw over here in the mountains a minute ago. Oh, yeah, of course, he's a rebel now in my territory, of course he is. Darn foolish Bomilcar, you should have just taken a random territory off the Gauls. They were the allies, weren't they? I guess that was their problem. They didn't see anywhere over here that they could take, and now Carthage are dead. Shame for them, really. Shame for them. Fine, we'll end our turn and we'll see where we're getting to. It's going to be a bit of a long march over to Scythia, really. But yes, Pontus is indeed winning the poll right now. I don't know when I'll call it. I might decide by the end of the stream. But I think we'll only give it another day or two. I think, when Pontus has been leading it for 24 hours already. When did they put it up? Sort of around yesterday lunchtime, I think. So yeah, if it's been up 48 hours, like tomorrow lunchtime, Pontus is still easily winning, then yeah, I'll probably call it. But I'll maybe declare that at the end of the... Ooh, nice archery range in Alessia. That's good to see. Okay, we're going to get a couple Archer Warband over here in Alessia. So yeah, let's just get one more of those. That will be magnificent. Oh yeah, I did click twice. That's fine. Vickers Markia Manny. We can't do anything else now until it grows. That's fine. And you can probably just get a wall. At the very least. I don't know. You just march past them. I'm sure they'll be terrified, but it's fine. I'm not actually attacking you just yet, even though we do actually need to kill them to win the game. But let's not worry about that. Tontiacum! There we are, growing to the next side of town. Should we send the Berserkers into the general? We could do, That could be good fun. We'll go do that. We'll go take on that guy with the general. Can we get someone in to join him? We could do, Let's give someone a run out. He's a bit on the older side. You, my good sir. Yeah, you're 38. Bring... Yeah, just bring yourself along. That'll be fine. I don't think we need to worry about the... We probably do need to worry about the Julii quite soon, actually. Let's just bear in mind how we're doing 1400. We need to be getting... Now that's grown. Peasant. Tria, send your peasants. It's kind of what you were doing before anyway. Send some to Akim just in case he comes around to kill your peasants. But yeah, I think that's what it was building those up for anyway. An end of term report. Money, once again, is disappearing. What is Spain doing? I don't know, but I'm bored. So they're going to go attack the Nabi Martius because I'm fed up of the Gauls. Sod them. They're the ones who betrayed us, probably, I think. So, you know, we're just going to go and stab them. As for Spain, I guess we can always jump between the two bridges. I don't think they can ever really make it from around one to the other. We should just bear in mind what they're doing. Spies. Let's just keep a good close eye on Spain. You seem to have quite a few armies there, unsurprising. They normally have quite a lot when it comes to the time lapses. So there we are. Bronze shield hoplites. Yes, indeed. I do love some of those Pontus guys. Pink Eastern Infantry are the best, but blue are second. Yeah, I do like the Parthian colour for their for their guys as well, for their Eastern Infantry. Sadly, the Armenian ones, as much as Armenia have them as well, they're not as pretty. So I'm just trying to scroll along the chat right now, but it's having a bit of an issue. So sorry if we're a bit further up and I've missed your comment. Rank the pajama men: pink, blue, teal, green, and white. Yeah, I think we can agree pink and teal are the superior. But to make sure we got enough rounds here, I didn't actually figure out how many I've got. Didn't actually look at their army either. Basically nothing. Total trash. That's fine. So yeah, we won't worry about that. And up here, we've done what we meant to do. I'm losing track of the end turn here as I just press tons of end turns. Okay, Gaul wants a chat. They probably want a ceasefire immediately. This is unusual on Rome to be offered ceasefires. But no, we won't be taking any of that. When a faction you secretly want to win is winning, that's a good time to call the time on your poll. I mean, I'm quite happy doing any of those campaigns. It's just I do really love Pontus. They're a really, really fun faction. And so I'll be quite happy with that. Parthia will be a very intriguing one as well. I was doing on the historical battles earlier. I was doing the Battle of Carrhae. So I was looking at the Parthians then, of course. That was interesting. That'll be coming out before too long. I'll talk about future videos very soon, well, at the end of the live stream. Okay, Julii, Numidia. So all of that nonsense going on. Numidia and Pontus are friends. That's a weird alliance. Pontus, you should be better than that, but whatever. Do what you want to do. Okay, I think we've got enough of these guys here to start sending this army out, to be honest. So what have we actually got? Who's the guy who's going to lead this army? It's this guy, isn't it? The 9 experienced guy. Absolutely, he's going to lead it. You, sir, restrained but fruitful. Nice. Nice combination. You go and grab all of those forces. Honestly, I think we just want to take the whole army. What are we going to do with market money and cheese? We want it to grow, obviously, but we can get the peasants. We can't get the peasants there. Do we just hire someone crap for a turn? We don't need to hire anyone. It's fine. We'll just slow down the growth for a turn. We'll get some peasants and we'll deal with that in time. So there we go. Yeah, just get a couple peasants. We'll send these ones now. Vickers Coffee isn't happy about that, so that wasn't a very clever decision. That's fine. We'll do that and we'll worry about the consequences of that action later. Scythia. No, that's the Julii. That's fine. I saw something orangey, but no, it wasn't them. So yeah, Scythia. We're just going to go in and have a little chat with them. Actually, that's the capital down there. We're supposed to be having a nosy. I might actually go to this one first just to split them up and not get too close to my Thracian allies anytime soon. But this guy can walk off. So what have we got? A few spearmen, a few axemen, a couple of screeching lasses, some cavalry to charge them down, and mostly we've got a big pile of infantry archers to go and shoot people. That's fine by me. Because Gothy... You know what? Those archers will do. I don't think we're going to need as many as we maybe initially thought. Hi, Thrace. This is a bit... I I know you're in your own territory right now, but that's a bit foreboding, to be honest. I might just get myself an axeman over there, just to be sure, you know, just to be sure. Send the king over there. If he dies to the rebels, that would be amusing, so we'll absolutely take it. Oh, the Numidian legionaries are better than Bronze Shield. Oh dear. Oh dear, there's some intriguing commentary there in the chat. Numidian legionaries are Principes, and that's literally their exact stats, the same as Principes as far as I'm aware. So, not good, I would suggest. Now, actually, yes, they can, if they're standing here, go either way. Interesting, Spain. These guys, I'm just going to go in. I mean, they can still come around, but I'm just going to block that path and we'll see what they do. Oh, the Gauls have reacted to this particular invasion. Nice. Hardly surprising in some ways, but of course, you'd think with one city down here, they'd maybe have other priorities, like, I don't know, backstabbing the Spanish. But hey, we'll just go and have a little nosy on those people. I can't help but notice the Romans seem to be looking at Massilia, yeah, with excited eyes. So I'm going to let them take it, but I'm going to stand on this bridge, whether it's their territory or not, because at that point, we have trouble. So let's go and get on a couple of battles. Number one, to go and kill the old... Oh, he's actually pretty good. Look at that. Yeah, he's scarred as well. Yeah, well, you're gonna need it, to be honest, mate, because the berserkers are coming in. Let's swing on into battle. Lovely stuff. So, where are we with the chat? Where are we with the chat? My chat's going a little bit strange here. Judean zealots look similar but are far worse. Don't you speak down about my Judean zealots. Desert infantry are way better than pajama men. Desert infantry are actually pretty okay. Pretty okay. That's damning faint praise. That is. No, they're all right. They're all right. They're obviously more of an early to mid game unit, but they're not bad at all. You can't be too mean about them. Can't be too mean about them at all. So we'll just speed this up and get ourselves moving, which would be absolutely grand. But yeah, Judean zealots, I think they have more men. I'm pretty certain they're like a full 240 unit, like the pink pajamas. They're all right. They're all right. They're okay. They're fun because they exist. Aren't the mid-legionnaires like early cohort? Maybe. I'm pretty certain they're like... I know the Armenian ones, they're like Principes, and I'm pretty certain the Numidians are the same. The Seleucid version are significantly better. Those ones might be more like that. What are you referring to? Early cohort. The early cohort aren't actually much better than Principes, other than in the I think the morale is maybe a bit better, a bit more defense and things like that. But they're not as much better as you might think they are than the Principe. But certainly the Seleucid fake Romans are the best fake Romans of those units. They are definitely stronger. So we'll just speed this up as we get in position. That'd be magnificent. So we are just going to get these guys onto Warcry. Completely unnecessary, of course. And they're now going to wreak havoc. So in they come. And we'll just see them hack them down. Charge them down, lads. Yeah, I think last time we had the sort of low-res version of the Berserkers, of course. This time we're going to have a slightly better resolution of them. And they are just going to mop up. Look at them. They are wrecking these guys. That's absolutely magnificent. Down goes the general, and that will be the end of the battle, you'd assume. There we go. There we go. A few men die, but Berserkers are just that. They're going to always lose men. But, yeah, lovely job. In heroic bloodlust. Nice of them to get a little bit of a run out, and for us to see them for about 4 seconds. Oh, marvellous stuff. Okay, are the Judean zealots belonging to the People's Front of Judea, or the Judean People's Front? I'm not getting into that kind of debate. That's what gets your channel shut down, mate. So yeah, that's for the comment section to work out, not for me. It's a bit of a shame actually in the Rebels campaign that you basically never end up getting Judean zealots, because they only appear when the region itself, like Judea region, is owned by a non-rebel faction, and if you're gonna play the rebel campaign, it's pretty much the first thing you do. Well, the first thing you do is take Damascus, but it's a really early on your list. You don't have time for them to spawn, which is just a bit of a shame. Uncontrollable rage, minus influence, extravagant. This guy is absolutely atrocious. Economical with the truth. Mardy Laura. Sounds like Clinton. Right, let's head on him and let's demolish him. Now, is there anything else? There was swordsman and a warband. Okay, that's fine. We will fight this ourselves, but there's not too much more to do. Numidian Cavalry ROP. I absolutely adore Numidian Cav, as you might know from the Mercenary tier list video. Excellent unit. I wish there was sort of a slightly later game version that's just a tiny bit more armoured to make them just that tiny bit more relevant later on in the game, because while it obviously makes sense that they're not heavily armoured, I don't know, the game does get quite armour centric, so it kind of makes some sense to have that as an option, but oh well, it is what it is. So these guys are at the front. I don't want the berserkers or the women holding it. I'm going to get some of these guys to hold. So you can't because you're in phalanx, that's fine, and you as well get out of phalanx and hold a goddamn ram. So we'll just go and smash down a few holes in the wall, but we don't need to be too clever about this. There is a tower there. Yeah, we'll send one in anyway. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. So these berserkers are already at 4 experience, which is absolutely magnifico. So that's great news, and General can just back them up. Let's not be too precise about any of this nonsense. I did miss archers. It'd be very nice to start getting into those archer armies as we head on forward. Get the screeching paulers up front. It's the General over there. Hi sir, you're gonna die very, very soon. I wonder where the Gallic generals are, because yeah, having lost their Gallic territories, there's a good chance that they die here actually. Is this the faction leader? I think it was. This might be their last guy, you know. Who knows? It might well be, which just means we'll just have another rebel force in our territory because they've already left the Gallic lands, which is a bit of a shame. But oh well, it is what it is. Let's get these guys moving forward. And it doesn't look like they're going to do anything to oppose us here. Oh no, there are a few guys running. But I think between berserkers and screeching paulers, in a very, very good position here to make sure that they are not going to be feeling very happy when this begins. Let's just get Paula moving a tiny bit. Thank you very much, Gates. Down you go. And there's screeching. Right, the berserkers are right here, which is excellent. We'll wait a moment if these guys want to hold for a moment. They're screeching. These guys are impetuous. Of course they are. We'll just make sure we knock down the side gates. So, you should do tutorial map Rebels campaign. It's super short, apparently pretty fun. Well, then you'll be happy because next Monday comes the Rebels on the Prologue campaign. Genuinely, that is Monday's video. So you might have actually seen it on the save files when I've been saving the game here and today. So yes, Rebels Prologue campaign is coming out on next Monday when Empire Total War finishes. So yeah, fear not, sir. It is a fun campaign. I'm pretty certain, because it's technically a prologue, that it is actually on easy mode technically, and there's nothing you can do to change that, but oh well, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter. It's good fun, that campaign. I very much enjoyed it. I have recorded it all in one batch, so that is ready to go, and yeah, it is good fun. So thank you for advertising that for me, Neo Hyperborean Techno Steppy Khan. That is excellent of you to do some advertising. I've just clicked off the screen, which was bad timing because I was trying to press phalanx. Get the axemen in the rear. We'll send the berserkers a little bit later. So. These guys are not going to feel very happy about this. There we go. Chargy. And we didn't even need the phalanxes down for that. No. They're going to run through the phalanx and they're going to be DED, dead. Lovely stuff. So that's a good start. General's running around the, little... It kind of looks like a miniature wall there. It kind of looks like he's in a fortress citadel in the Medieval 2. But yeah, this is actually a significant sized town. So we could do infrastructure and a bit of economy. So we'll absolutely take it. We're going to grab all of these guys and just try and get them moving somewhere in this general direction. This house is quite nice, isn't it? I do quite like the minor cities actually for the barbarian factions. They're quite fun. You actually get yourself into that position just to make sure we are all backed up and safe, but everyone else can start moving. Paula, you can stop screeching. You can get over here and start getting ready for this. We'll just get some axemen into that position. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure they won't bother charging us anyway. So as we get these guys all into position. Yeah, there we go. We're going to just speed this up. That'll be absolutely grand. Okay. Who wins, Urban Cohort or Berserker? I don't know. I imagine Berserkers probably do win. If you do the Battle to Big Forest, the Berserkers are an absolute nightmare and will be ripping even your Urban Cohort apart. So I would say it's a pretty even fight, and I wouldn't want either unit to be wasted on that on the other. But if needs must, then that's what you do. Okay, they are. Yeah, we can't actually get the normal surrounding on this type of town, can we? So we're just going to instead then we're going to get all these guys over here. That'll be grand. Get them moving in this direction as well. And who's got the most experience? A couple of them have 2 experience, so we'll get them. Yeah, actually, we'll probably just have to do this ourselves, actually, won't we? Let's just get them nice and tight. Of course, it was the same one. I didn't know which one it was going to end up being. So yeah, you get yourselves there. Didn't realise we were still on like triple speed. So yeah, no, we're just slightly wonky here. Okay, get the screechers in. Oh, honestly, I'm quite happy to just march people slowly towards the plaza on this occasion. So I think we'll just do, yeah, exactly that. We'll get these guys to just back them up. They haven't got moving, so we'll just continue moving. Spoilers won't stop screeching, which is just excellent. Yeah, just get yourself like that. That'd be fine. If they want to charge in, I don't mind. It's only a few spear warband. If they die, they die. It's kind of their job. Oh. Oh, excellent. Well, okay, we'll try and slow down enough to see the end of the ghouls, but apparently that was the end of the ghouls. I'm assuming this is the last general. Might not be. Don't know what's in Massilia. Screechers, get over here, lass. And yeah, same with them. We'll get the Berserkers to come and have some fun as well for the end of this. But I mean, to be honest, it feels like a bit of a waste to kind of, because they will get themselves hurt a little bit, but it's fine. We'll get ourselves into position. You lot keep moving forward. Oh yeah, you got your pikes up just as he decides to run in, which means about 5 of you got killed, but it's absolutely fine. He did lose a few men in that fight, actually, it seems. Let's just get everyone to walk slowly towards the enemy. I think that's always a solid tactic, isn't it? Yeah, all warband, walk slowly towards him. And Berserkers, yeah, Berserkers, get yourself into position. You can do some flanking, damn it. And the General, you know what, General? Do you want to run around? Yeah, we can get him to do a little run around. Get yourself over here, sir. Get yourself over here. Over here, shift. Shift, 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 and shift. That'll be fine. You'll probably get there one day. In case you're not aware, by the way, shift is just like you can order commands like that. So that's all we were doing there. Just not really used very often, but there we are. That's a rare use for it, particularly in a town. It's quite a useful way to get them around, particularly if you want to be safe about things. And we'll just get these guys to run on in. We'll slow it down. You were supposed to kind of hit this part, not run into the Plaza statue. Yay! Look at him. He's just doing a big twizzle. And he's just demolishing them. Absolutely good. Oh, down he went. Down he went. But a lot of them are flying upwards. So there we are. This is really the Eternity's battle between going up and going down. And General, where are you at, by the way? Are you making it? Problem is, actually, when you put the shift order, they do want to get themselves organised in that position. So now he's that far around, we can probably just send him to run. That'll be fine. Get the Paulers in. They'll want to have a bit of the action. There's only 10 of them left, so we need to go and deal with these guys. Have we lost any Berserkers? Just that one at the start. He's running after the General. Oh dear, you don't want to be flanked by this guy. Oh dear. What's the opposite of a Steve, by the way? Because a Steve's obviously just the everyman. But what's a Berserker called? Like, what would we call a Berserker? It's not quite a Tarquin, obviously. What did the General do? Never made it. They go only to the best, such as this guy over here. There we are. So. Where are we at? Praetorian Guards will win. Urban Guards. How do you learn to do file editing in Medieval and Total War? Honestly, I am terrible at computers. I was always like the worst at computers at school. Genuinely awful. But it's just, I just play with the files. It's just me really embracing my autistic nature and just looking at the files forever and ever and eventually working stuff out. There's nothing more to it than that. I haven't really learned it from anywhere. Occasionally in the odd video, Sometimes I go on the Total War Center if I get stuck somewhere. Like a few of the videos do reference some of the Total War Center stuff, but generally I'm just exploring by myself because I, just feel like why not? Let's just wander through the files. I mean, back in the day, it was because I wanted to play as all the other factions, like like Armenia, who were unplayable originally. Shipwright, interesting. I decided to burn that down just because I want money. I don't actually care about the size of the town because it's already fully grown, so we've done that. But yeah, honestly, I just fiddled around with the files for years and years and years and eventually got half decent at it. I don't, from a coding point of view, technical standpoint, know what I'm doing per se. It's just trial and error. So free trial and error is the basic answer, to be honest. Ghouls are not dead, sadly. There's sort of someone left somewhere. Not sure because I don't actually have eyes on all their stuff. They might well still have Dalmatia over here. Indeed they do, so there might be a general in that part of the world. There might be some in these, in the besieged Batavium. I thought it was already gone, but it is one turn away from going. That's fine. This guy's going to come back over to Lavarvum. You can get that to be the next size of town. That would be excellent, but if not, it is what it is. Not too concerned about that. That's a Gallic spy. Interesting, but not the end of the world. Let's not be concerned with him. And we could probably do with some cavalry into the army. So I'm just going to send one more to the bridge. And if we can get them around, yeah, you can come around to the Narbe Martyrs that way. That'll be fine. So we won't worry about them. Okay, Massilia, as I say, because the Romans are eyeing it up, I'm not too worried about taking it, albeit it is a nice town to have. But we won't be concerned with that for the moment. Okay, so we'll save things up. Yes, you can see, Rebels Prologue. There we are, so Rebels Prologue down there. There'll be 4 episodes of that. 5.1 for today. Took us an hour to get another save in. That's unusual for me, but there we are. I think we're pretty much done. Although, to be honest, we just got ourselves a big bucket of money, so we should probably be spending it. A lot of sites over here. Get yourself that market. You could probably, I suspect, it's probably a good idea now to get a load of... Oh, yeah, there are those peasants we were waiting for as well. Get them across the Danube, please. We want them over in Lavarvum. And we want just any economic buildings that we can get at this point. Trian, no, Batavidorum, you needed your temple for Woden because I want to get that cavalry out. That'd be magnificent. Do I want a market or do I want farming? You're nearly grown anyway, so we'll just get that. You don't need too much. Market in London. Oh no, let's get the High King's Hall. That needs to be built. And there goes all the money. But there's a port there, so that's something nice coming in. Narbe Martyrs itself can get a port. I don't know what my trade rights are like around here. That looks good. Yeah, an extra 300 a turn. Pays for itself pretty darn quickly. How much was that? Yeah, that pays for itself in four or five turns, which is excellent. Okay. Bordesholm up in the north there. Yeah, we've kind of used up all the money. That's fine, to be honest. There's a lot of economic buildings we're planning towards the future. Let's send that term. Okay, so I love the Berserker's entire head taller than everyone else. Yeah, it is quite good. I'm terrible at computers. That's why I'm a streamer. Honestly, I'm very detail orientated. I'd like to make sure I understand everything properly before I start talking about it as well. So it took me 4 years to start doing streaming on this channel because I didn't know what I was doing, and it took me a while to actually just sit down and deal with the problem. By problem, on the note of problem, hi Dacia as well, by the way. This army might need to come somewhere else actually. What do I want? Just honestly, more spiky lads are great. That probably could win, by the way, just because it's phalanxes. But come on, Thrace, you're my friend. We've obviously hit that point in the game where everyone's just going to wage war with us, which is a bit of a shame, but it does happen. Coming of age for this chappy Jim. That's excellent in the Narbe Martyrs. Oh, I've got to love that. I've got another Berserker, which is unfortunate because you're about to be the one who's attacked. We genuinely we're better off without him. Although we could just stand on the plaza, and honestly we have pikes, so we could do that. But that is not ideal. We might just have to stand on the plaza with that morale. We're better off with the cav, I guess, but I don't know by how much. Okay, Conductor Redonium has itself a shipwright. That is good news. We will get another market. Tangro, some Rebreva, that is good. It's a decent town. It's a good settlement once you get some trading going from the ports. So, all right, we're getting enough of those minor cities now where we should be looking in better position going forward. The spy obviously made that a little bit worse, but we've now sent the general in, the faction leader no less, to go deal with that. Dacia, if you attack me, I do have an army right here, and I can... Dacia. They are floating on the border, aren't they? Now, we have this army ready to go whenever, basically. So let's just get these peasants... Actually, what is Levarvam at right now? Do we need all of those released? We probably do, so we'll release them all. But Levarvam is just... Why are we getting all of these rebels, for Pete's sake? Just send those 4. Why is the game really doesn't want me to win these auto-resolves, does it? Really doesn't want to win the auto-resolves. We'll just send a few more lads along there. Yes, that's got to win, right? Just about. 126 dead. Not really helpful when we've got to defend against the Judii in a minute, and we've got to deal with... Oh, God, there's a lot coming our way. It's got to that point of the game. Even the Macedonians have a full stack over here for some unbeknown reason. We don't need this to back this up. They'd win on the Plaza, I reckon, but even so, we'll just bring them this way, and we can... This isn't the plan, damn it. Okay, I'm just going to bring us back a few steps. If Dacia decide that they are going to do anything stupid, then I will march on them. If not, we'll go back off towards the Scythians. It's fine. Okay. Yes, so the game just loads the names from the file during the startup. If you put some gibberish in there, spell a name wrong, I bet the game will crash. Yeah, a lot of the stuff in the game, in the files, you need to be very specific about. As I say, whilst I don't have a full conceptual understanding of what I'm always doing, that was not what I was supposed to be doing, by the way. Oops. Let's just send some other guys to go and, block the bridge. That's your job now. That'd be fine. These cav can probably actually go back over here because it looks like Lemon Town's actually in a bit of bother right now. So we'll go and deal with that. You can have some peasants and we'll send these guys over. Are you happy? No, we'll wait a turn before we consider doing that. That'd be fine. And Londinium was a little bit angry. Yes, but yeah, when you're in the files, you need to be like super precise and careful about things. It's just the way it is. But as I say, I'm quite detail orientated, so generally that's not too much of an issue for me. But certainly for a long time, I was making stupid mistakes that would cause problems. I guess you get used to it, and eventually you start spotting them more easily when you get used to the files. But yes, I don't know. It's just experience on the whole, I would suggest. I feel like Spain is an entire tier behind the other barbarians. They get Town Guard, while Gaul gets Warband, Iberian Infantry to Swordsman, Scutari to Chosen Swordsman. Yeah, I am not a fan of the Spanish force. They do surprisingly well on the auto-resolve stuff, and I'm not really sure why, but, you know, it is what it is. They seem to do all right on the time-lapse stuff. I think, in general, probably in a perfectly good place just to end the turn right now. I feel like we're on the verge of utter chaos, though. Like, treading foot into Dacian territory seems to have made everyone go insane. But there we are. If Gaul want peace now, actually. Yeah. Gaul, are you still around? Peace. Come have peace with us. Why not? Let's go have some peace. So, oh, there's a guy diplomat there as well. Do I have another one around? Not sure I do. Let's not worry about them. They're not that important. So, Pontus and Parthia are allies. Spain and Judea have a ceasefire. I forgot they're even at war. Otherwise, we're getting ourselves some nice traits here, which is unusual. Beastmaster, Hunting Dog, Linguist. I'm guessing that's coming from whatever temple they've got here. Yeah, okay. So they've got the missile weapons, which we don't use missiles, damn it. It'd be quite nice to mix in with the archery, but we just don't have enough places which are built up for that. Okay, Tomtiacum has finally grown. I've been getting all of our units out here for the entire game, so it's never been able to. But we can now get Woden here as well. We are about to get Woden up there, so I might just hold off for a moment because of money. But I wouldn't mind getting... what do I want? Maybe some dogs? Because I just want some units of intrigue for this part of the world, because about to be a lot more war going on, I somehow suspect. I might as well actually get the warband potentially out of there. Dacia. Scythia are now walking up there. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to run up into their territory. We're going to leave Dacia for now. They've actually marched into my territory. Where are you going? I'm not happy about that, sir. You can still squeeze through there, but you're my ally, sir. But I do not permit you to walk into my completely empty underbelly of a heartland. Oh my, that is not what we want. That is not what we want at all. Okay, well, peasants are here now. So, Spanish have landed... Of course, I blocked this, and the Spanish have turned into medieval 2 total wars Spain, haven't they? Wish I hadn't just sent him out of the town now, but there we are. What's done is done. We'll leave the boats as they are. Everyone's just posturing to attack. Like, Spain are in my territory. The Carthaginians are in my territory. Dacia are in my territory. The Romans have immediately walked up to my border. Utter tits, the lot of them. Absolute nonsense. Rome Total War is going into full Total War version at this point. Okay. I see how it is, lads. I see how it is. I completely fancy my chance against the Thracians, but they're just going to keep wandering past me, which means I'm going to have to just follow them around. Wow, I'm glad I didn't take on this town. Looks like they've been going for that one forever, doesn't it? Maybe they've been going back and forth. Maybe that's what's been going on. But yeah, as for Spain, yeah, they kind of have a awful roster to my mind. The Longshield Cav is fine, but they don't even get like the Noble Cav, so the Cav isn't as good. Their infantry, the Bulwarks are kind of almost like an asterisk, like great, but how long until you can get them? They're 2 turns every time. At least the Julii, yeah, at least they're attacking them. But I mean, they just got peace, but they're over here. We'll see how all that goes. We'll stand here. We'll just stand here for the time being. This spy can just wander a little bit. Nothing doing over there. Doesn't look too intriguing, but it's got to keep a close eye on that. So where are their armies? They all... Julii are spying in that direction. There's some rebels blocking the route, which is intriguing. Hopefully they're just going to go and finish off the Gauls over in Dalmatia. That would probably be the sensible thing to do, guys. Go and take that over. I'm going to be a little bit unhappy about some of this nonsense right now. Archery. On that note, Alessia, were you building some archers for me? You were indeed. Where are we sending them? Honestly, I'm going to send them over to Lavarvum, because I think we could make better use of some of those sorts of units over there. Lugdunum is, I mean, this border's got 2 full stacks. I'm not concerned about that. Bit of concern about random Spanish fleets landing here. How wide is this area that we can go in down here? We could definitely block this a bit further south. We can block this a lot further south, actually. Okay, let's just go and pin this blockade a little bit further south, because I think, yeah, I think we want to make sure no one's getting through here. So we'll just block it like this for the time being. That's fine. But we need to just continue moving that around, I reckon. That might be for the best. Okay, we do have a few spare troops in this part of the world, but that's only because we do need some ability to move around these territories. Okay, right. By the step mercs, I will be getting some step mercs. I'll just pick them more decisively at the right time. It's a very 2004 way to program a game. Startup, you wouldn't do that today. Yeah, I mean, the Deska strat file is basically, this is how the game starts. It's beautiful. It's beautiful how accessible. It's like, how good is this game? And yet, that is what the files are. It is magnificent. By the way, if you've got spy in their territory, I don't know if they're discovered or not, but certainly it is a negative to your diplomacy. Like, permanent, just continuously negative to your diplomacy. So, hopefully it's only if they can spot you, but I haven't checked that out closely enough in the files to be able to tell you that for sure. Someone a breather. You're not particularly happy, so I kind of need those guys in there, which is a bit of a shame. Peasants more over there. Trier has some peasants. We'll send them towards Lavarvum. Lavarvum is about to grow anyway, so not too worried about it, but we'll keep sending some in this direction. We can always send them elsewhere. Okay, I'm going to save because this feels like a kind of quite pertinent moment. It might be useful for, you know, future videos when I want to reload a random situation. Gaul want a ceasefire. I will accept. I will also ask for trade rights for a bit of money. I don't know how much money. Let's just ask 700. It's not too much. They just want trade. I can't bother to argue with them for it. Let's try and swap map information because I want to know what's going on in your useless world. They just basically accept we attack, and I just clicked on it because I didn't bother reading it. Excellent. Biggest problem with Spain, by the time you get positive income, you finish short campaign. Yeah, I know. I mean, the thing is, when I played Spain years ago, it was just a matter of using dogs. Oh, there we are. There's the war once again. It was just dogs. Endless dogs. It's the only way you can kind of get enough actual, like morale debuffs to actually win any battles with them. Certainly that's what I found anyway. So I can also Redonum. Just get yourself another one of those. You'll be fine with peasants to experience and some spear warband. Lemon Grinder has grown. That's probably just as well because as a larger, well, as a minor city, it's going to have a much better chance to defend itself. Batavadorum, Woden. Yes. Oh, Gothic cavalry. Are these the best cavalry in the game? They are certainly up there. 15 attack, 7 charge bonus, 22 defense, excellent morale. Oh, lovely. It does have the charge of our orders, which is a bit irritating, but combat bonus in snow, not in woods, but they are heavy cav. We can't afford too many, but we're going to get some. So, okay, we're going to get 2. I'm just going to spend the money on them because they're fun. Londinium has a High King's Hall. Okay, I'm not going to spend the money on 2 of them because I really want a port in London because that is all I didn't get to. Oh, no, I did. Ignore everything I just said. We don't need to retrain them. They are just dudes in that territory. That shipwright should be quite a lot of income. Oh, yeah. 500 on a turn. The trade around here is so good. I know, I can't think who it was in the comments who was saying about the issue with money on the Britannia campaign. The reason Britain's so good is just because it's such a safe corner of the map. Like, it's not going to get attacked. Once you build up these ports as well, once you've got a bit of basic infrastructure, it's absolutely glorious. I'd love to have just sat and defended this territory rather than complete the thing. Sometimes it's quite fun just to do a slow campaign and just defend the land because building up the infrastructure can be great, particularly if you just wait for the Romans to come and attack you. That was actually about 100 on the income, I think, there. Yeah, apparently they didn't fancy this battle quite so much when I send this army out of them. Strange that, isn't it? Okay. I'm just going to do a bit more posturing with them. Oh, sod off, Romans. Sod off, Romans. You know, I'm going to just build the new warrior hold now. Retrain what we got. Retrain what we got. I don't have the money. War dogs. Did I line up a couple? I don't know. There's something somewhere that I don't need for next turn. Although I probably do need some troops in these territories because we are kind of on the verge of war with everyone. Okay. Romans are about to attack. We've got 3 berserkers in here and you're going to throw away our alliance for that. Utter tits. Utter tits agog. Okay. Let's continue marching towards a random... Let's go towards this one instead. That looks more fun. We're just marching aimlessly here through Scythian territory now. It's such a... This is no longer really a guide on how best to do this. I'm just sending the army in a rather silly fashion. All is fine. All is absolutely fine. Town expands the Varvum. That's what we just saw with the warrior hold. I don't think... Is there anything we don't need? Does Lemon Grinder really need an updated town? It probably does, seeing as the Spanish land in there. You know what, Lemon Grinder? Just in case the Romans don't attack this turn and we actually get the 2 turns to build the second stage of walls, then we will. But Lemon Grinder wouldn't appreciate it too much because they've also got a potential battle on their hands. Let's not worry about it too much though. We'll be fine, fine and dandy. Okay, you, my good sir, 17-year-old, you can go posted to the bridge. You're the troll. Excellent stuff. Just go and stand over there. Romans seem to keep on attacking these guys, but they're not really doing the damage. Kind of, I noticed they're about to wage war with me and they've got a boat full of troops over here, which is a little bit annoying, should be said. Should be said. That's not going to end too well. So in some ways, maybe sending the bridge trolls back might not be the worst idea. I'm just going to send one. I'm just going to leave one of them on the bridge. You can always come and reinforce if I need something. I probably need to go take care of these rebels in time anyway. So it's not the worst idea in the world. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. So Romans, for some reason, aren't just going to go and finish off the Gauls or the Spanish War. They're going to start a brand new war with their ally instead, because of course they do. Now, the biggest problem with Spain, at least they have a big starting army, unlike Thrace, which also starts in red. Yeah, I can't remember Spain's actual start. I haven't looked at Spain's start in such a long time that I couldn't tell you what they start with. Maybe they do start with a decent amount of troops. Their settlements are also kind of scattered, but then I guess, well, they've got 2 on one side, 2 on the other side of the peninsula. At the very least, the two, Gauls and Carthage are completely isolated in those territories, although they both have quite sizable forces in their towns as well. So, yeah, in some ways that isn't surprising. I'm going to get my spy out of the town. Oh, look, we've got the classic diplomat party up in the north. That's hardly surprising, is it? Okay, Thrace, if you want to leave them alone so that I can just deal with Julii. Yeah, there's blockades. Of course, we've been betrayed. Oh dear, the Italians betrayed us while we were attacking in the east. Something about this seems familiar. Town grows. I can't afford the... Oh, I've been wanting you to grow for a long time, but I can't afford all these towns to grow. Okay, I also want you on the border to grow. Fine, that's kind of all the money. Germania, and yeah, we're at war with everyone, obviously, although technically it's just broken alliance for the time being. Egypt and Armenia allies. Ceasefire immediately between, all of Rome's other enemies. Having said that, they've also got 2 full stacks here. So we might unfortunately have to deal with more of the Romans than we wanted. We probably will now have an episode 5 for this particular campaign. If the Roman war could get held off, then that might have been otherwise, but no. No. Summerbreather really desperately needs to get that port built for our economy, but no. So yeah, fine. Since the war's declared war on me, the only faction that hasn't declared war on me, I'm going to go and attack them instead. That makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Stupid win conditions. Right, up in the north. Up to north, the Dacians, by the way, I'm talking like I'm from Barnsley now, the Dacians are wandering off towards us. To be honest, guys, I'm not having that. Now, they're under siege once again. That's been a while. What are the Romans doing? Do they want to just walk out of the town and sally? I do. They're not building any equipment, so we'll go and sally at them in a momento. Love size, how are you in terms of size? Nearly there. Just get these guys over the border. You're in, Bohemia now. Disband those guys, that's fine. So they're nearly there. Nearly there. This army, okay, I'm not too worried about dealing with a Quincum. We need to hold on to Levalvan first and foremost. We'll take it if and when we need to. At the moment, what we need to do is get these forces down to lower size to defend it and get it to grow. That's fine. Nearly there, as I say. And then we can use that to hold off against potential Thrace backstab. But realistically, this army wants to be going and heading off in this kind of a direction. So what we need to do is swing through that and do it in time. The annoying thing is that Dacia aren't actually at war with me yet. We're getting a lot of that wandering through my territory today. I'm not very pleased about it. So we will go and get these archers over to Noricum when we get the opportunity. But that might take a little bit of time. Spain are still not at war, but might as well be, thanks to what they're getting up to right now. I don't think they can smash their way through this, so let's not worry about that. And okay, blockade is not ideal, but this is a brand new port. It was hardly integral to our infrastructure, so let's not be too concerned. Okay, how's it going? Says David Tomaszek. It's going pretty well. Pretty well, aside from the fact that everyone's pretty much trying to kill us. We've been betrayed by the Romans before they've even finished their other work. Our Thracian allies are walking through our territory. Our neutral Dacians are wandering up to our cities. The neutral Spanish are wandering up to our cities. And meanwhile, what are we doing? We're wandering off to Scythia for no reason other than the victory conditions. But it's all pretty good in general, largely, I guess. Okay, let's see if we can go and speak to the Scipioni, to be honest. I wouldn't mind some map information. I want to know what's going on in Africa, seeing as that's all a bit of a Yeah, Scipione nonsense right now. Let's go and deal with Lavarvum. I'm going to save this up before we charge on into battle. But yeah, as far as my life's going, yeah, my life's going great. Life is great, David. Thank you for asking. I'm guessing actually based on the surname that was more of a David than David. So just let me know if you are bothered either way. So they've actually brought 2 family members to this. He's a local hero, unfortunately. Despised Carthaginians were good news. I killed the last of them. Lily livered. That's good. That neutralises the hero status. But of course, yeah, he picked it up after he was Lily livered. So well done to him. The other guy, he is a young lad. He's going to get himself killed, but he's picked up a mentor. The mentor should probably tell him to go home. Other than that, what do they have? They have dogs. Oh no! I think we're fine for dogs today because we aren't going to be doing much of our cav. Our cav is just going to stand behind the lines and chase people down later. Dogs might cause problems then, but let's not worry. Okay, we're just going to walk straight into them, and that will pretty much be what the battle consists of. This is not an ideal force taken on Rome, but it's got the ingredients we necessitate, so that's fine. I'm going to go see you later. See you later, Terrible Master. Adios. Have you played Rome Total Realism mod for Rome Total War? No, I haven't really, no. I've played very little. Oh yeah, we've actually got to get out of the city, haven't we? I played very little of the mods. I've played the map randomizer mod and I've played the general randomizer mod. But I haven't really played the other ones. I do keep saying on the channel for years and years at some point I would like to. It would kind of make sense in some ways with the audience. But to a large extent, I tend to do my own modding. And as long as I've still got tons of my own ideas, I kind of end up just doing that. So yeah, we will see. I would like to potentially cover it in the future. What do you like about it? Is that realism mod? That's the one which is more of like historical stuff, right? It's just a bit more, yeah, a bit less, what would you call them? A few less Egyptians, Bronze Age Egyptians, that kind of stuff. I'm going to send him back to the Plaza because he's a bit weaker and it's always good in this kind of battle to have that kind of a thing. Apart from you, not you. So yeah, the rest of them, I'm going to go grab and set up immediately. Now, who's in the back? Astarte. They always have a good. They always do this well. They never leave the units I want to be able to just snipe at the rear there, which is a bit irritating. Oh well. So we'll get our units out of here. We'll just get them basically out of the town for now. Let's not worry too much about the full formation. But we'll get units out at the very least. They're not going to contest the exiting of the city. They're doing the standard Rome Total War thing of wandering out to the right flank. Ooh, no, they just readjusted. That's fine. So at the front, there's some Velite, which is fine. We're actually going to go into the proper maniple system. Okay, fine and dandy. As for the rest of this, yeah, we'll just gradually get ourselves out of the town. So that's looking good to me. Okay, this unit is a little bit on the weaker side. I'd rather it not be right in the dead centre. So maybe you go a bit deeper. And these guys, in fact, as we're taking on Romans, I'm just going to make sure we're actually like haven't got the gaps in the wall. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit more sensible. I might need to be wider than this when we get to it. That's a terrible line. It's a terrible line, but it will probably do. Okay, we'll just get moving for the time being. So, you guys, apart from you, again, move yourselves forward. It's probably not as bad as it looks. Right, Berserker, Berserker, Berserker. Get yourself one in the middle, one on each flank, and that'll be perfect. Get some axemen on this flank. Get the screeching women. Get Paula over there. That'll be perfect. Get the dogs with Paula. And there we go. Okay. We've got ourselves a vague formation. I might just tidy this up because it's awful. But they're not much wider, actually. Not much wider. I might just go a tiny bit thinner if I can. But we do have some berserkers to mop up the flanks on this particular occasion. So we'll do that. Okay, and a bit thinner on this flank. There we go. Excellent stuff. So, not particularly perfect, but it will do, damn it. They can't do too much to us in the next few moments. So, nip out to corner shop, come back to Discovery, you'll be attacked by the Julii. Yeah, I know. They were allies. Oh, they were allies and everything. So, I'm just going to send the dogs after these guys, actually. Just send the dogs after the Velite. Why not? Sorry, my chair just basically broke in case that snapping sound was very loud. Yeah, dogs just run straight after them. That'll be amusing. They should be intimidated. Indeed, we'll just send a cavalry charge at them as well. But the dogs are now being released. That's absolutely fine. So we'll use that as cover, basically, to move the rest of this army into position. We could, if we wanted, actually turn them around so that we've got a bit of the hill, but I'm not too concerned about that. So dogs should keep them busy for a little while. You'd think they should be able to hack through the Velite, but apparently they're struggling a little bit. I'm going to send these cavalry thundering forward, actually, just to push these guys back and actually maybe do some damage. They might actually end up having to just eat the javelins, and that's probably a good thing. So cavalry, go in charge forward and eat all the javelins for me. That is what I want to see. So, with all the javelins in the world being largely thrown at them, I'm actually quite happy with that scenario. The formation's been a bit weird right now, and I don't know if it's the war dogs causing it. So, we're getting all the javelins causing us problems. Yeah, we just need to get moving now. We really want these berserkers to not be... What do you want with the berserkers? We want them to not get javelins, basically. So, you know, berserkers... Go berserk. Just get going. You walk forward, you walk forward. We'll just have to eat the javelins. They're so painful. I hate Romans so much. You do that. Screeching, lass, get screeching. And I just need to get a bit of flanking going on here, actually, because this is not maybe as easy as I thought. No, it's fine. We're actually doing okay. Roman armoured general. And you, sir, you can swing into him. You are doing a bit of screechy. Oh no, they're broken. Charge into him. Charge into him. We got him surrounded. That's excellent news. So there's a bit of a... You know what, Paula? Go and assist that flank. I'd quite like them dealing with. You know what, Warhounds? Go in charge at them too. Cavalry have been eliminated. There goes their general. Oh yeah, they've been torn apart here. All infantry. All these guys. Just get running, please. Yeah, just mop up whatever we can, actually. General's going to slam to the back of them. There's his starty. Turn around, don't get yourself killed. But, okay, lots and lots of mopping up, please. Get yourself forward once again. Some of these are getting distracted, that's fine. Berserkers hopefully will mop up some of them. Paula, get yourself forward and start charging at someone. These are starty, they're just charging. Run through them. Hopefully you won't die, but if you die, then you're a numpty and you deserve it. Can one of the two generals, the other one's going to get away. We're going to see this battle a lot here in Narcombe. I'll be honest, you're going to see this time after time. The starty over there. And yeah, in general, these guys just need to keep running, but I think the unit that I told them to chase after are now dead, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately, the cavalry we do have here got themselves killed by eating most of the javelins. I'm kind of okay with that, but it's a bit irritating for the follow-up. Just run through them. Other units will catch up eventually, and then it'll be absolutely fine. There are so many units here, by the way. I have a lot of mopping up to do. Triarii back here. Berserkers seem to be running at the speed of light, which is impressive. Haulers just need to chase after them. And, okay, this is a messy clean-up job, to say the least. I'm going to start speeding it up, because by and large, I think we're fine. This general will just need to turn around and charge what he can. But, yeah, turn around, blow the horn of destiny as you do it. Just to be safe, because that's basically the last unit. And there she blows. Who's the focus here? We want whatever we can get dead, really. Just get on top of them. Get on top of them. And some berserkers are catching up. They're quick enough to do the job. That's fine by me. Paula, once again, is done chasing things down, but hey, we've largely done the job here. A few of them will get away. We don't have enough cav to chase them down. We need to send some cav in this direction just to make sure that this isn't a problem going forward. But Principe, go on top of those Principe. There's 40 of them. Oh, there are not anymore. Not anymore, there aren't. Okay, that's lovely. Get yourself over there, if at all possible. And 17 more Hastati. Kill a few of them. Okay, pretty good job. I was a bit worried for a few moments that with all those javelins coming in, that was pretty horrendous, but you know what? I think I'm happy to call it there. There's like one guy wandering across the random battlefields. Heroic victory. Marvellous. 7 casualties. You'd think the Romans, with an absolute massacre, would just now decide, oh, maybe this is stupid, maybe we should have peace. But no, probably not. Okay, so in the mod, Egypt is Hellenic. Yeah, well, that does make sense, to be fair. Very much Hellenic era for them. Who survived, by the way? No dogs. Yay! Okay, and hopefully he's got himself a bad trait for that. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Local hero, Lily Livid. No, he kept those same traits, but he should... He just ran away. He didn't even engage. He didn't even fight me. He just ran off. Yeah, we're actually building the upgrade already so I can retrain without too many problems. I'll tell you what we should probably do, actually. We've got these cavalry trains. We can send them over here. We actually don't have many staples because you just don't need them. Barbarian Noble Cav aren't as good, although they do train in 1 turn, which I did mention that Barbarian Noble Cav are very good on the campaign guide video. But obviously, yeah, the 1 turn, 2 turn thing is the main difference. So Noble Cav will generally very much do the job. You'd be very happy with that. But if you do want the elite of the elite, then yeah, those Gothic Cav are absolutely obscene. I think that's us for the term. Not far from the stupid Scythian attack that we've got going on here, but we'll deal with that in a few minutes when we arrive. Let's blow the horn of end turn. Got myself a victory sip for smashing up the Romans, which is always nice. End of turn report. Minus money again, who would have thought? So, construction replete, warlords, hold. Okay, we've now at least got the upgrade. We'll build a new wall. Build a wall! We're going to build the wall. And we will get some archers there. They probably won't arrive in time for the next siege, unfortunately. Bit of a shame. And now we have a war with everyone. So irritating. So irritating. Let's see if we can get some map information off these fools. Anyway, we will try and get map in trade. Yay! They accepted peace. That's good news. They offer cannot be matched. What would it take to get it from you? I'm just gonna ask, really. Bandying words is pointless. Yes, I thought you might say that. Gallic diplomat. Fine. We'll go check with the Brutii. Ceasefire in effect, Germania and Scipionia. Woohoo! We did some diplomacy. That's fun. And Batavadorum, you're the one who gets my... Oh, yeah, and of course they start with 3 experience as well, which is absolutely obscene. So, yeah, you head down in that direction. Lots of movement points on you. And the Spanish are now in the weird situation where they now want to be able to cross over my bridge. You know what, sir? You're welcome to go across the bridge because I actually need to go deal with these rebels, which means they're now... miserable. Of course they are. Okay, maybe we'll send them. They can't make it back. Ah, that's excellent. We've now run out of money as well. Good. We'll just line up a few peasants for the time being. You know, actually, we'll get a proper unit out. Get some actual warband. We need something a little bit more here. Does that mean that Spanish boat is gone? It has gone. That's good news. Oh, look, it's a lot smaller down here. So, you get yourself there. You get yourself there. And, okay, yeah, that's going to be better. That's going to be much better. Let's go and hold the position around here because you can't actually get very far. It's very narrow in the Bay of Biscay. It's a horrible, horrible bit of water to navigate, especially in these kind of terrible old boats. Okay. Bros becoming Trump. Build a wall. Yeah, well... Unfortunately, everyone is actually invading on this occasion, so there we are. We might have to go and do that. Thrace seem to have royally sodded off, at least for the time being. They do have a lot of armies, though. Them and Macedonia are friends, right? But it's a bit strange, because it's just wandering around each other's territory. Yes, they are friends. Okay, at this point, this army can now actually wander off in that direction. Dacia are royally annoying me. So... we are going to wander this army off in that direction anyway. Does that make me want to just take on this force? Probably not. Don't even need to bother. It's probably actually the moral of the day on that. We're just going to wander off to that Dacian territory because why the hell not? So, there we are. We're going to wander towards Scythia. Why are we attacking Scythia? Why is the short campaign to kill Scythia? Anyway, Rome at the very least might be regretting their decision. But unfortunately, they are completely stupid. So they're going to keep on attacking us forever and ever. This force is somewhere towards the Nabu Martius, which is unfortunate. I don't want to deal with them, but they keep on changing their mind about whether they want to attack the Spanish or not. This army is absolutely fine to take on Rome. I mean, the pikes will do the job by and large. Could do with some kind of... I need something. Probably just some peasants, to be honest. Something basically to be the javelin fodder, because, you know, that's going to be necessary for us. So, Mediolanum, you head into there, 130. I thought they might have lower... I thought they might be lower in public order than that, but apparently they're doing just fine. Okay. The funny thing is, right, we don't have a lot of money, but what we have is very much just enough to do what we want to. We're just spending it all on these. We're just slowly getting ourselves some infrastructure and building it up while we basically have to have full stacks on the border here. We've kind of got quite a lot of that going on. Just one army out in the middle of the wilderness for, you know, reasons. So. We'll keep ending our turn. The Thracians are a bit further away now. Bit further away. Do you like the remastered version of Rome? I think we kind of generally have this discussion on the live streams. I think that Rome Remastered is very good for a lot of people, particularly because the game doesn't run very well. It does have some small fixes which I think are pretty good. It also has some changes that I'm not so fond of. Generally, as far as remasters go, it's a pretty fine remaster. Like, it does the job it's supposed to. It redoes the game with updated graphics. It runs much better, of course. It does have some bug fixes. A lot of the things are things that you can toggle on and off in terms of the options, so that's nice. You can kind of do it in the old way. Maybe I should have a video at some point. I don't really want to get in a... I feel like maybe it's long enough since it's gone where people aren't going to... where it's not going to be controversial to do as a video. But and I don't really like doing controversial video stuff, so I kind of just like to keep things positive. But yeah, there are certain things about the remaster that I'm not so fond of, and I'm generally just happier playing the original. It works for me. In general, actually, one of the major things is when I played Rome Remastered, it just took so long to load compared to Rome, because this is near instantaneous, really. And I don't know. I just don't see the need personally for myself, but I can see plenty of reasons why other people would prefer it and why they might want to play on it. So maybe I should do a video on it at some point. Maybe now that the controversy is behind the release and, you know, all of that nonsense behind us, maybe we can have a little bit more of a normal conversation about genuinely what's good about it and what maybe isn't so good. But as far as remasters go, it's pretty good. It doesn't really wreck much about the original game, because so many remasters do that. They, rather than just make the game run better and fix a few bugs, which is all it really should be doing, and obviously update graphics, it should just, yeah, be pretty true to the real game, which is kind of what the remaster does. My biggest gripe is the UI. I really don't like the UI. There are some things like on the maps which are really good and add a lot, but yeah, the UI for me is a big issue. It just means that for a game that I've put so many hours in, I don't feel as comfortable with it, which is weird because I put so many hours into this game. So, you know, that's my main feeling on it. But I don't really have any particular ill feeling. I just prefer playing the original. Maybe we should do a video on that at some point. But that's the crux of the matter anyway. No real hard feelings. Let's just make sure these cav aren't too far ahead and getting themselves killed, because these guys might want to charge. They're not going to charge. Okay, we're very wide here, by the way, but they're much wider than us, which is why we've decided to go in this particular formation. We are, though, just that tiny bit too much for my liking. Let's just match them up, and match them up will be absolutely fine. Unfortunately, I do have to do this battle because so many of these auto-resolves have been an absolute pain if I haven't. So we're just going to slowly walk towards them. But slowly, I mean, we're going to go in full speed. So, immediate routes, which is entirely what I anticipated. General is going to pile straight on in. That's fine by me. And yeah, it's over. It's so tedious that I actually have to do that myself. There we are. Rather than remaster the game, I'd be happy for them to sort out the bugs and tweaks on the pathfinding area. Yeah, I mean, exactly. I think that was really more the things that people wanted. You know, make sure the level 4 cities don't have the annoying siege tower bug. Can't recall if that actually is fixed. I think it wasn't originally, but maybe it is. Pathfinding is definitely no better. I remember doing quite a lot of stuff like analysis on the patches at the time, and just if they fix that stuff. But you know, it does a lot of. It is perfectly fine. Like it does what it needs to do in terms of making a game that lots of people can't run anymore on modern computers, and makes it run. So fair enough, it does that. But yeah, for me, there's no need to play it. I'm quite happy with this. I'm not very happy with the decision to literally remove Rome Total War from sale. I find that very strange and a bit cynical, to be honest. As if like this is the only version of the game now. That's kind of what it says. Like we've remastered it and it's now better in every way. But if you can buy the old CD, then you can play it that way, I guess. But hey, there's nothing wrong if you know playing the original. If you're playing the remaster, if you don't have access to the original, no issue with that whatsoever. But yeah, for me, I'm happier this way. Famous warrior, very nice. Worth doing the battle if that's the case. That was the young lad that I sent to be the bridge troll, wasn't it? So, okay, I probably should have just sent him back to the bridge. But, you know, for the time being, Lemon Town is a bit miserable. So we'll let them build that. And we'll worry about some of the other stuff later. Can't really say I can afford the communal farms over there for the time being. Julii, not attacking there yet. I should really need to actually have some watchtower in this part of the world. Where do we want to put it? I'm going to put it right on the border. That'll be absolutely fine. There's sometimes there are odd spots which are terrible, but I need to see around this corner here to make sure just to make sure they're not going in an annoying direction. Now, irritatingly, these archers are going to have to wander into a bit of a precarious position here because they can't make it to the town, but they can't make it if I hang back either. So it is what it is. Hopefully these guys don't keep moving forward. If they do, I'm not sure what my plan is, other than I probably just need a force on this bridge. You'd hope that this would do that job, but hey, we'll see. We will see about that. This army can just keep moving off in that direction. Where did the Dacians go? Are they just lost in the forest? Have I lost them entirely at this point? I don't know where they are, you know. In a forest somewhere. Vicus Gothy, by the way, never even built a palisade wall, so they could take a very significant town of mine. So I'm going to have to build the palisade, which is a bit irritating. I never wanted to have to do that. But hey-ho, it is what it is. I'll be finally on attack the Scythians' turn, by the way. Clicked way too far. It's far away. It's not quite that far away. Okay. So there is Tanay. There is nothing in it after all of this, but there we are. We have plenty of movement points by the looks of that. Attack neutral faction. Everyone else hates us. We might as well attack the only people who don't. War with Sevilla. There we go. So you do not go in the town because you will absolutely die. That's my ally. You know what? We'll go 75% this guy. That's reasonable. Campus Getae is pretty weakly defended, but you know, it's fine. They're my allies. We'll just keep an eye on the Thracians because I don't trust them anymore. They're still going for a Quincum. I'm guessing this looks exactly the same as Vicus Venedae up north, where it's just there full of high experienced lads who are waiting to die. And on that note, is this guy dead yet? He's not. He's only 60 now. So I might just siege that out. Who even knows? But there we are. No one complained about the UI. No, I know, but I do hate the UI on Rome Remastered. I'm sorry. It's the only thing. It's the only real negative thing that I would go on about. But the UI is such a bugbear. Nothing wrong with the UI in original Rome. Maybe add some things if you want, but just keep the style. Keep the style. It's fine. Do you think stacking hoplites with Roman cohorts is a good idea? Stacking hoplites with Roman cohorts is a good idea. Stacking them. What do you mean by stacking them? I can take them on with my hoplites, if that's what you mean. I can't after the Marian reforms. Those warbands will probably struggle after the Marian reforms. Stacking hoplites with Roman... You'll have to explain that in a little bit more detail. Can't sell the original for the same price as the remaster, so why people buy the more expensive remaster when the original is good? Well, indeed, that's basically the point, isn't it? It's not enough better to justify it. So, I mean, make the original $5. and make the what's the remaster out for these days? 15, 20? I don't know. Is it still 25ish? Was it 15 when it came out? It wasn't that much. Just make Rome the same price and people can choose. It's fine. It's a bit cheeky for it to be the same price, but you're right. If it's lower, people just buy the original. But they should buy the original. I like the original. I'm an old man. Hear me roar. Oh dear. Maybe people say the remastered is better, but I started playing Rome Total War OG when I was 5, so I can't betray the OG. I mean, to some extent, that's the thing with UI. I don't really want to relearn it. It's a game that's like homely and comfortable to me, so I can't be bothered to relearn it, and I just find it slightly annoying, but it's fine. As I say, if there are campaigns that I can only do on the remaster, then I'll totally go back and play on the remaster. Not a problem at all. Spain look like they're gearing up to attack me now at this point. Hopefully the Julii end up at war with them again, but I think for now, is it just end turn time? It might just be an end turn time. I had some money, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. So the Navi Martius, Gaul are having a chat. Are they going to come threaten me again? Threaten me. That looks like a bigger army this time. Bit unfortunate, but we will have to see about that. Okay, it's been a long time since she asked for a husband. Yes, you can have this guy. He's probably about your age. That's much better. Diplomat has been blocked. This guy got to where he wanted to anyway. Ceasefire, trade rights, please. They see no reason to. How about map information? And in pointless words. Yeah, at this point they're just fed up with me. Fine. We'll wander back to Rome and we'll burn you down in a future episode or epilogue or something. Fine. They are... Ooh, Marian reforms have happened. Well, that's slightly problematic. It's not only slightly problematic. It's fine. I'm not convinced that our pikes will do that well against the sort of proper legionary cohorts. We'll be absolutely fine for the time being. Now, obviously, one thing that we should bear in mind. Ooh, you have a strange mix of traits over here, don't you? Okay, well, we're just going to use you as extra men for the fight. How old are you? 45. We probably do need to keep a young man here. You know what? Yeah, this guy who I sent over here because he's bloody handed, he can come over here and he can go and deal with that. Now, we do have some pirates, which I was trying to deal with at some point. Yeah, you get a port, that's fine. Londinium can build us a large boat. I don't really want to be spending my money on boats, but I probably need to make sure at the very... you know what, you get more cav. I do need to get some out just to make sure that I don't have any annoyances from that angle. Yeah, Julii and Spain back at war. Was that Dacia and the Macedonians? That one is good to know. These guys are now turned back in this direction. That suits me. I'm just going to send this guy down here. Hopefully keep an eye, but I don't want to block them. I don't know if that mess with their AI at all. So back to Lugdunum for you. That's fine. I think I saw a spy was in there. I don't give a shizer about that. We will go and deal with that siege in time. You, my good sir, did you just get bought? RD, you married the daughter of this guy. Well, at least it's extra cav. We pulled one out of our arse for once. That's nice. He's a victor, which is good. Shield bearer. Good attacker, superior, commander. You haven't got a lot of traits on you, but we'll make some good use of you nonetheless. It's strange that he's got 5 experience, but so few traits. High King's Hall. That's good. We can't afford to do anything with it, but we will just get a wall for future proofing. Lugdunum, High King's Hall, don't really care about that because Gothi has a wall. Shit ton of barbs up here, more barbs. I really need to deal. You can tell I've been playing some Civ style games. Yeah, lots of rebels up here. Lots of barbs to deal with. We're all barbs here. Well, I won't click on attack, but I will do that. You get out of my sodding way, Jeffrey. Captain Dagus. Okay, I got his name wrong. Maybe that's why he's annoyed at me. Annoyingly, I did lose some Chosen Archer warband in that, but it is what it is. So yeah, you wander over in that direction. Hopefully that faction leader will die in time. And they've got some lad who's going to turn up. Okay, so what do we have in Ternay? Because we need to head into here. And then we got a sally forth from the other one. Ooh, they've actually got some infantry. Nice. Well, that's easier than dealing with their actual Scythian horse archers. They're all Scythians, so we shouldn't stop the sentence at Scythian. Right, swing in here. Let's deal with these guys. Oh my, there's a bit more in the chat since I last looked. Roman cohorts with hoplite mercenaries in front basically merged together. Yeah, I like phalanx up front, Romans behind, because then they could just throw the pilum in. So personally, that's what I like to do. Plus one for remaster is that each unit soldier have a choice of 3 new haircuts, and the unit size is basically double, and the squad of 160 is better than 80. We get the 160 on this, but there is a supersize button, but it really doesn't work in the towns. It's a big problem with towns. I know it does give you the warning of the game is not designed to run like this, which is fair enough. But yeah, I don't disagree. It's nice to have some bigger numbers. People always like that, so it's nice that they've added that extra thing in. I think it might have actually been in the original, but you had to like fiddle with the game files to make it bigger. Maybe I need a video on that at some point. Who knows? But for now, what we need to do is deal with the towns. Let's just get this organised first. Who's actually got the rams? You don't want the ram. You can have a ram. That's fine. And some screeching women. No, 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 no. We'll get some of our spears to go take control of all of these lovely things. Okay, so one tower over there, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. In general, actually, I think we'll be absolutely fine. And we'll just keep these guys a bit closer. We only need the 3 rams for now. So this one, yeah, screeching lasses, you can hold back with that. Let's get ourselves a good look at these archers in a minute, because they are absolutely glorious, of course. Oh, we have double screeching women today. Very nice, Paula. Nice to bring everyone along. What do you want to call the second unit? Somebody paused. Oh, we got 2 dogs as well. Oh, I like this army. 3 dogs. Oh, excellent. What a completely nonsensical army this is. There's absolutely no planning going on here. This is just sending a force off into the distance. So there's 4 dogs. This is the best army. Absolute best army. 10 out of 10. Okay. Is this actually in the right position? Just about. Okay, here are. We'll be long awaiting that chosen archer warband. And 10 missile melee attack, and 10 total defense, but with missile of 8, long range, good morale, good stamina, expert at hiding, combat bonuses. Oh yeah, these guys are absolutely magnificent. So what we're going to do immediately is shoot them down. It'd be nice to have some archers at long last. So we'll just do the standard affair here in the old palisade wall towns, which is shoot them down if at all possible. I slightly misclicked off there, but we just about got away with it, so that's absolutely fine. Archers, if you can get shots at that general, do shoot him as a priority, but in a moment he'll be out of range and we'll just have to shoot this guy instead. That's absolutely fine. Get whatever damage you can get done. So I think we'll just send the dogs into the town to see how much damage they do, but it is nice to have some archers along. Get the archers a little bit further forward just to see if this tower quite manages to shoot us. Not quite by the looks of it. Okay. Yeah, there are lots of good things in the remaster. Things like the wall not being Steve, for example. You know, that's fine. That's a perfectly reasonable detail to add. I like the fact that the ethnicity changes based on where you retrain them. There's tons of great little details in there. They updated some units like the Armenians no longer have awful morale in their troops for no good reason. They can actually use their infantry without having to. Well, I think their morale goes up from 4 to 6, which is still terrible, but it will have to do. Damn it! So no, tons of stuff that's better. I'm just happy with the original. I love the organic nature of generals. It seems to be more so from a mixed experience and genetic lottery. Always have young generals participate in battle against as of right. Yeah, so the game is just generally very good at that kind of thing, isn't it? Just keeping things very organic. On my like Rome is better than you think thing. That's kind of one of the things I mentioned a fair bit, which is just it just feels very natural in this game. It's just very well put together. And so, you know, the remaster is never going to be bad because it's such a good game. The only way the remaster would be bad is if they properly changed things, you know. Let's just get these dogs to run on in a moment. That'll be fun. I will just get the screechers up. Between the dogs and the screeching women, oh yeah, we've got all the morale nonsense that you want for this battle. So Paula's going to get herself a little bit further forward. That'll be marvellous. And the dogs, I'm just going to release them all right now, to be honest. That will cause some problems as they block up the entrance, but we're about to get a couple more entrances, so let's not worry too much about that. Oh, these Scythian axemen are so excellent. And for Pete's sake, guys, Guys, know your timing, know your moment. That was not the moment. All the dogs in the world! Woohoo! And okay. Okay, drop the ram. Drop the ram. Don't need to put it back, just get going. Oh, the dogs have done their job. Screeching wind probably doesn't help. They're probably absolutely mortified of the dogs and the screeching paulers. And there we go, they're going to rout. And at this point the dogs will just chase to the plaza. They should do anyway. So, with the dogs running off the plaza, then we can do our usual kind of move people up gradually thing. Put some archers in behind, which is nice to see. We actually have some javelins on this rare occasion. Did we just manage to get someone killed? How did someone die? I think they might have just walked in the tower range by accident. I don't know. Yeah, I have to keep a close eye on the tower, but anyway, we'll get ourselves organised over in this part of the world. All the dogs, the actual handlers, just run in, just get everyone in. Get in the sodding town, chaps and chapettes. So, as we get ourselves moving forward, the dogs will... Where are the dogs? Are they... Oh no. Are they going to get stuck on the stuff? Where did they go? Anyone see the dogs? I can't see my dogs. Yeah, they do this. They did... Here we go. Let's talk about what the remaster should... Remaster should have fixed this sort of problem. Some of them are working their way through. They'll get there eventually, but this is going to be a trickle. At the very... Well, yeah. Unfortunately, that's going to just be what it is. There was a reason why when I was saying, let's release them all now, in the back of my head I was like... I'm sure there's a reason I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, barbarian cities just get more and more stupid. On Barbarian Invasion, the Plaza is an absolute nightmare. It's just a nonsense. It doesn't work at all. Oh, archers, you're a little bit early. Yeah, this is why we do send the spearmen in first. So, spearmen, all of you should be here. You, to be honest, should just be right there. Warhounds are going to actually intercept a little bit. And my other two. Not you. You. Get yourselves over here. Run. Run, 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 run. Not that way. For Pete's sake. For Pete's sake, archers. You know what, archers? Just stand there and shoot them down. Just stand. That's what we brought you for anyway. Utter numpties. We waited all this time for this unit and they can't even run away. They just want to get it into the action, presumably. So, yeah, don't stop moving and just shoot them. They're right there. You get into them as well. We now... The warhounds are routing, because of course they are. They rout instantaneously if they're anywhere near anything. That's just kind of stupid. Okay. Dogs are now running back around from over there. Actually, this is repathing the dogs, so thank you very much, my good sir. Nice job. Archers can move over there. All this flashing routing looks really bad. It's just dogs. Don't worry about it. It's just dogs. These guys are just going to do some hand-to-hand because they can't be bothered to actually, you know, see this battle won by these guys. Come on. Finish up the general since he's here. This is absolute nonsense. Oh, dear. What do you think of the remaster? We've just had a long chat about the remaster, actually. So, rewatch later and you can get the discussion. Generally speaking, it's fine. I just prefer the original. Right, down goes the general pretty much. Dogs are going to chase him to the plaza. Now that cavalry charge is not to be worried about, we can actually move our infantry forward. Yay! Okay, there's basically just the axemen over there. So at this point, to be honest, we're just going to get these guys forward and that'll be absolutely that. So maybe we should just speed this up because the dogs are pretty much going to end this at this stage. I honestly, why would you rout right there? Why would you rout right in front of the one place you can actually get hurt? You utter numpties. Dogs are the most ridiculous unit in this game. Sod the dogs. They won't win us this battle, but ruddy Nora, this is just a classic highlight of why dogs are utter nonsense in this game. Oh, absolutely marvellous. Yeah, we do need to do this video on why the dogs are stupid. Between not routing on the plaza, between the ghost dogs we saw in the Armenia campaign, that was utterly stupid as well. Between the fact that these guys are just being numpties, just get all the just Just get here, you utter fools. The dogs might win this anyway. I'm just going to speed it up and let the dogs finish. Let's come and zoom in if nothing else. The archers here. Oh no, it's just the Paulers. Just the Paulers who are here, that's fine. That's absolutely grand. So, everyone else is just going to stand vaguely in position. And the dog's going to be able to do it, maybe, just maybe. So we'll just speed it up and see if the dogs can manage to finish them off. Oh, there's some arrows coming in. That's just going to push this over the line. Get the pikes down, laddies. A few seconds late on that. Shot our own lads in the back, which is clever. Well done. Since we have archers, we made instantly. Yeah, whatever. We'll just end it. End that nonsense of a battle. Yeah, as soon as we get archers, we immediately just shoot our own men. But in the end, the dogs probably did quite a lot. Technically, a few. It'll do. It'll do. Money when he finds basic towers useless unless you're literally standing with impeding range. They are absolutely useless unless your units are routing right in front of them, of course, at which point they are ludicrous. So, turn A, turn A, turn A. This is a High King's Hall, which is excellent news. Resistance is futile. Galloper. Okay, that's something. Famous Warriors, very nice. Path is blocked. Don't give monkeys. Okay, so we've taken turn A now for no particular reason. This chap, we should probably immediately go and take out this guy, shouldn't we? What are we going to leave behind? Let's still let it emerge him. We'll leave this chap in the city. We'll leave the javelins. We don't need them. Tane, how are you feeling? You can have a pub. We probably won't keep it on here. I don't think I've built taverns this entire campaign. But to be honest, you know, we'll take it. Ooh, we could also... Oh, they have some maidens. Headhunting maidens. Excellent. You know, yeah, we're gonna spend the money we just got on these mercs. Why not? We'll use their own men against them. So they have two headhunting maidens. Lovely. This unit's great. I think the second ever guide I did was on Scythia. We might all come back to Armenian Scythia because I did them really early in the channel, and I didn't do like the battlefield guides for those. So at the very least, they deserve. I don't know. Maybe they get a remaster. I don't know. But headhunting maidens are excellent. Particularly good for other cav because, yeah, they're choppy. A bit like, oh, what are they? The war clerics for Denmark in Medieval 2. Axe cav like that are just marvellous against other cav. But we'll just have them shot down. They have archers, which could be painful. So I've got to figure out how I'm actually going to do that battle. Probably just horse archer and archer it. A bit more of a traditional battle. You know what? Yeah, let's just get straight into that. Let's go and take these guys out. Thank you very much. Thank you for your modding tutorials. Well, thank you for your praise, sir, and your thanks. I don't know. No one else seems to do it on YouTube. I don't know why. In the history of YouTube, there was so little of that stuff on there, but apparently that's my little niche. There might be other people who do the odd things, but yeah, I find it interesting that there doesn't seem to be something that people were doing. But there we are. It's my own weird corner of YouTube now. Oh dear, that and the anarchy, of course. And it'd be very nice to have the anarchy back next week, actually, as we start playing a brand new Rebels campaign. Get these guys onto loose. We'll probably just send the dogs out immediately. That's a good way of dealing with the hunting women, actually. So get the cav, get the dogs. We have a vague formation here, but honestly, I'm just gonna. Let's just immediately send the dogs running forward. Send the cav running forward. I don't really want these archers to get themselves killed, so we're going to let the dogs do a lot of the heavy lifting, I think. Yeah, just go for the headhunting maidens if you can. You just try and swing out for a moment. Is there one more dog? There should be one more dog. One more dog. Get over there and chase down that general. So, bit of horse archery. This is unusual. We haven't been doing this much in this campaign. Horse archers. Yep, headhunting maidens. Now, war dogs. You probably, Mr. Handers, as much as I'm sure you're worried about your pet, your little pups, they are goners. So just get out of there. Now, at this point, we obviously have our archers just to shoot down their maidens, which is a bit of a shame. They're lovely, but they're going to die maidens, of course. So choppy for them. Soon their death will come. because our archers can just pick them off from a distance. You run into them and you can immediately run back. That'd be absolutely grand. You should be shooting them without dealing with the archers. That's perfect. Probably should send this cav to go and help out with the maidens, to be honest. They will get themselves shot down, and by the time any catching happens... Ooh, Axeman got quite close there. Okay, archers, archers, archers. Get yourself back behind the line at this point. Paula. Paula, Paula, Paula. Get yourselves sorted out. Sarmatian mercs. Oh, you're fun. You're very fun. Archer warbands. I don't really want them shooting my guys, to be honest. So let's just pull out of there for the time being. They're going to pull back. Well, that's fine. We've got ourselves a better range than them. So get yourselves out of there. Looks like we got caught over here, by the way, which shouldn't have happened. But they are quick. This is why they're good. Those mercs didn't last very long, did they? Headhunting maidens are probably going to shred my guys as well, but we'll see. Let's see how they do. They've got 2 experience and extra weapons, but they're still... Oh, they took a lot of damage, even to a battered headhunting maiden. But job done, essentially. Okay, not too bad. At this point then, archers shoot archers. Archers shoot archers. You get around the back for the maidens. And infantry, you can slowly walk towards their axemen. We'll get the Paulers to just walk forward as well. Sarmatian cav can get themselves somewhat set at this point. That'll be absolutely beautiful. So Arch Warband, okay, if they want to go, they're going to deal with them. Oh, Sarmatians. Oh yes, Sarmatian me. Yeah, that's what I want to see. You get yourself around there. So, more headhunting maidens at the rear. Let's be a bit more careful with this unit, because apparently, yeah, they are quick enough to catch us as well. So their archers, unfortunately, have decided to regroup, which means I just want to turn around and not send the Sarmatians to their death. Cavalry can rejoin the fight. Oh, I do like a nice little affair like this, a bit of a tactical affair. It's been a while since we've had different style of battle, so it's nice to come over here to Scythia. And it doesn't Sarmatians verse it. This is a waste of my money, but we're going to enjoy this. Get a few shots on those lasses as they come on in, but well, they're going to go for wedge. Charge in, my Sarmatian brethren. Yes, Clash of the Titans. But that charge bonus surely is going to do a big job. We demolished them with a charge. Now we're in trouble. So, actually, I think we have some swords if we go to alternative weapon. Do we have an alternative weapon? I pressed alternative, but it might have been a bit late. Okay, good. Right, time to just charge them down. Time to charge them down. Paula, run at them. Paula, run at them. And archers, to be honest, just start running at them as well. We'll mop them up like the proverbial cheese. That actually makes some sense. We're going to mop them up like a fondue. There's victory. So we'll mop all of them onto the ground, because that makes perfect sense. These guys are not firing anymore. That's perfect. Barbarian cav over there. At some point they ended up in a weird position. Don't really know why or how, but it doesn't really matter because we won. Okay, nice to see the maidens out on the battlefield. Oof. Okay, release the hounds. Yes, exactly. Alexander Total War. What about Alexander Total War? We do have a Rebels campaign and an India campaign for Alexander Total War. And if you want to play as the other factions, we do have a guide for that as well, which is particularly useful because you can't do quite the normal trick on that file, because Alexander dying ends the campaign, and that is true even if you're not playing as Alexander. So yeah, you do have to do a little bit more editing, but it's not too complicated. But just in case people were curious about that. But yes, whatever you're saying about Alexander, there's some information on Alexander. I do quite like the end card for Alexander, actually. I think it's on a few of the recent videos that are coming up. So I haven't played Medieval 1. I never played Medieval 1. I'm intrigued to go back, but it's hard to go back in a series. Maybe it's something I should do at some point. Be an intriguing video. If nothing else, we got some experience on the Arch Warband. Very nice to see. It was a bit of a fun, different battle. Good to take on some Scythians. I think what we need to do here is get a spy first. Probably need to get these guys back in the town, to be honest. You said build a tower. at least have some vague idea when they're going to come and kill us. We'll get them moving in the right direction, but I will just get the general in to chill it out. Fine. We'll get a spy over to the east so I know how much we need to kill them. To be honest, we probably need a couple of our spies. Let's get this guy moving onwards. I know we are heading that direction anyway, so I'm not too concerned about all of our vision. We already have vision over their capital. This town is fairly weak from what we know about it, and I doubt there is a huge amount there, but we'll just need to make sure we don't make too many assumptions. What I'd like to do is send this army in general back towards the capital and maybe build an army to do that kind of thing. Or to be honest, that army can probably swing up there, what's left of it after Dacia, and then we can go over there. And then hopefully that will... But this is such a random colony. We need to go get a diplomat, chat to Armenia and things. Oh my. Actually, I think we do have trade rights with Armenia. Having said that, where are Armenia? Anyway, look at the diplomacy on the Romans. Utter disgrace. Where are Armenia? Do we have trade rights with them? Neutral. I think it says if you've got trade rights. Yeah, we don't have trade with Armenia, which is a bit of a shame, but we do have the Pontics. Well, looks like there's a connection to Pontus there. I think I missed them as we went down. No, we're neutral without any real chat with them either. Do they have any diplomats in this part of the world? There's a Parthian guy. He's useless. But we'll have a chat anyway. Let's have some trade rights, my good sir. Thank you very much. I don't plan on killing you. Map information for map information. Yay! Okay, we have a little bit more map information now. So Parthia have what you'd expect, although they lost out on the random territory over here to Armenia. Interesting. So yeah, they're down. Oh, I'd never fix this bit of the map from the map editing video. That's like 2 years old, that map edit video. And I never fixed the volcano and Greenland of Doom over here in Arabia. Hey, well, it is what it is. There's a guide for that somewhere. I'll have to remember to put that card in somewhere. In fact, I'm going to make a note to put that card in this video if I'm allowed to. Can I put little tag cards in? We are at 2 hours 11. We need a card for map editing. There we go. Here we are. Here's some shameless self-advertising. Okay, onwards we go, and now it's time to take on more Judy Eyes. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a save once again. Let's have a sally. After this, though, we will have ourselves some archers. Ooh, okay. Early legionary cohort with experience. What are we thinking? What are we thinking here? They have no general. They have an awful lot of javelins. They have some dogs. They have some archers. I feel like should we wait a turn or two? Ooh, who even knows at this point? It's hard to say, isn't it? What do we think, chat? What do we think about that? That looks a bit brutal. Okay, we're going to get these guys in to support. And I should probably be sending some reinforcements in this direction in general. So let's send this army down from Tomtiacum. Do we actually want to send the general as well? Yes, that's something we can for now. Okay, a little bit intrigued at that. They have not built anything yet. They're not sending reinforcements. I might send my own reinforcements to that. I'd fancy it defending the city, but experience on those guys and some post-Marians, albeit quite basic ones, but still. Maybe just take... I've got reinforcements in the area. Let's not worry about making a rash charge out of the town, actually. I think it might make more sense to hold back. Okay, in terms of money, though, we do have some money. So let's get a couple units out. You need to continue building those. Tria, just get another unit. Alessia, let's start getting some more berserkers back out into the field. Get some of these guys. Good experience on the moving over in that direction. Let's just make sure we can hold that position. Because, yeah, I mean, we can bridge battle in future. Bridge battles might actually be the better bet, to be honest, without walls. But I wouldn't mind, if nothing else, just giving them a bloody nose. Although, Batavium, they've built stone walls. If they built stone walls, I'm very happy with that being the border. Sod the bridge. Yeah, we need to repel this and then just take Batavium. With Batavium, we can just build archers and guard that forevermore. Let's just have a quick nosy at that, 75%. Okay, archery range. They have an archery range. Ooh, yeah, we can waltz straight in there. Little guy hiding. We can waltz straight in there. We have a Temple to Essus, don't care about that. Warlord Stables, okay, that's fine. Archery range. Intriguing. The Hall of Heroes as well, actually, didn't they? Oh yeah, this is built up nicely. And that's probably giving them some of their new troops. So I need to... How's it pop? Pop's a bit low. They've smashed it up recently. Okay, I think take Batavium. I think take Batavium. Probably should have just done that in the first place. But they didn't have stone walls back in the day. This is where, as barbarians, sometimes letting them build up a little bit isn't the worst thing. Particularly if you're the Germans, you do have a good army. Because ultimately, we can take the walls and just use that as a position for them to be smashed into. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. 2,000 more monies. Is there anything urgent? So, Londinium, no. Breather, you've got the port underway. We've already got that going. Batavadorum doesn't need anything. Trier doesn't need anything. Bordishorm, tiny, can't have a port. You know what I will do? I will get a few troops just to clear out some of these guys. Why not? Damn it, how big are you? You're still not grown. Still not grown. Vicus Gothy, get us some archers. We'll try and deal with these guys. There's the Dacian army. It's wandered back to Dacian territory, which is now going to be invaded by me instead. So well done, guys. You are the reason that these guys are going to be burnt to the ground. The Scythians, are they now just going for my territory instead? They might be, you know. That's fine, I guess. We'll retrain this, actually. We're not too far from growing. If I can just get like 3 warband, I'll be fine, probably. Although archers are a problem, Thomas. You know this. Okay, let's not worry about that too much. What about the chat? How are we doing in the chat? I'm surprised there's a general lack of guides for this game. It's exactly an old game. The remaster is newer than the last remaster of Skyrim, which still gets guide videos. Yeah, interesting. Ligatorix did lots of guide things back in the day. So yeah, when I make my videos, I kind of like, well, what's already been done? I don't want to be in the same sort of thing. So, you know, hence, I bring some of the history stuff into it, some of the role play, and particularly the battlefield tactics guides. No one's kind of got that particularly. So I thought, you know what, it doesn't make sense to do just the battlefield tactic guides. We'll do the whole campaign as well. And eventually I split that into 2 videos, because I do still give a battlefield tactic guide. I think I did in Scythia and Armenia, which are the original videos. I think it was just 1 video rather than the 2. So they're a little bit shorter, more condensed, I suppose. But yeah, there were some years ago from Ligatorix, but yeah, he's not really done a lot for years now, really. I think he put out a few videos at the start of the year, but it was just like 3 videos and then that's been it. So yeah, not a lot of these faction guys going on. People clearly want to engage in Rome Total War, so I will happily oblige and be incredibly, you know, nerdy about my own interests where I want to. So Medieval 1 is good. It's kind of like 80s 80s Total War. I love that idea. I kind of get the vibe that you mean in that sentence. I have seen some of it, but I haven't really engaged with it particularly, so it'd be interesting to maybe to do some of that in the future. Judy IR, send in the next unit up. Spain are trying to bribe a siege city, which seems a bit ludicrous. Thrace are probably now trying to bribe me and threaten me with war. You want to marry Ludwiga? Well, you can, because you are young enough. Alliance now Scythia and Macedon. That's not good, because Macedonia are actually allies with my ally. That's a bad crossover. There's another new lad fruit. Sido. Do I have a job for you? And actually for this guy as well. You two are going to go and deal with the rebel problem. That would be nice. So actually, yeah, you can join this. I know he was headed off to that reinforcement army, but you guys are going to join together and deal with some of that. Are they building anything? They now have rams. Okay. They have rams. I don't want to sally, but I do want to get reinforcements ready. That's fine by me. Okay, family tragedy. Babylina, no. And town grows lava size. Good. Good. I can't afford it, but good. Batavidorum, can we just get rid of your second unit for now? We probably can. So yeah, I think this is important just to make sure this border town is grown. Shame we can't get walls, but there we are. Yeah, whilst if I generally were playing as barbarians, I would use the modding from a video on like how to make the barbarians be able to build like stone walls and things and have bigger cities. I'm feeling actually the bigger cities didn't work per se, but obviously you can get them to build more buildings in the city. So we have things like my Britain campaign. We have like, do we have aqueducts or just like the baths? But I had a load of other buildings available. So that kind of thing I would normally do if I were just playing one of these campaigns for fun, because I do think as a quality of life thing, it is just nice to do that with the barbarians. But yeah, on this occasion I haven't done that because we are trying to play the vanilla here, simply because, you know, this is to run pardon me, sorry, my head almost exploded there. This is meant to run alongside the guide video, so there we go. Okay, this guy is off in this direction. We're going to intercept him en route, I think. Tene's a little bit miserable, that's unsurprising. But we're just going to have to deal with it. They can have a pub, chill out. Chill out with your pub. Now, this general does need to get moving, unfortunately, which means, Tene, we're going to find a way to make you happy. So, some peasant spam for the time being will do. We need the general to leave, which is probably a big issue. We can get some more mercs. We can't get more mercs, Thomas, because you spent all the money. Okay. I doubt we can get anything else out of this town. We can't. Is this army going to be enough? It's enough to go and mop up some units out in the field. So we'll just clear them out with an auto-resolve. That's fine by me. I don't mind leaving 47 archers behind in the field. Bridge. We've got the long-range archers, so we should be fine unless they have a lot of them. Now, we've got peasants there. We just need some men to guard that town anyway, so a few peasants lined up is not the worst thing. Can they actually train more? I think they could. Yeah, you know what? They can actually train proper men. Let's do that. They're still happy enough, so less stupid spam. Okay. Starting it with just the cav and things. Yeah, we are going to wait and just see how it goes. Yeah, Legend Total War to win you the battle. Hey guys, it looks like we have a disaster battle. Yeah, I do like those kind of disaster battle things, those disaster campaigns. They're kind of intriguing, I find. It's kind of his thing to some extent, but he still does some Total War, some early Total War stuff, which is great to see. Lugatorix is back. I did see he was back for like 3 videos, but I don't seem to recall him doing anything after that. He did a few videos and that was kind of it. So if he's back, let me know. But I feel like I feel like he's kind of come back for a short time a few times. I don't know what he's doing these days. I know he went off to focus on his work situation, because I think originally when he did his channel he was at university, and obviously did it as a bit of a downtime thing, but obviously the realities of like work life can very much get in the way of this kind of stuff. So I don't know where his channel's at really, but last I saw he did a few videos at the new year, but he hasn't really done any guides for a long time. Right, Levarvin, we're just going to wait that one out and see how that goes. We can always get those archers and cav back in the city if we need to come a battle. In general, we're just on the end turn. A little bit nervous for the Romans. They normally get like 20,000 rams though. So yeah, they are indeed going to continue. Unfortunately, the boats blockaded me, and this is a really bad thing because I do not have enough boats to clear this out. So down here, okay, down here, we currently go blocked out. Didn't realise actually I wasn't quite being as efficient with this block as I thought. Nonetheless, it's fine. We're going to retreat the blockade. I'm going to send this boat back, and I'm actually going to send... You know what, I just need to send the fleet back. Sods the Spanish for now, they're not my concern. I need to clear out this blockade, and we can worry about that another time. You get together, we need to clear that out. Don't really have any more boats at the moment to deal with it, but hey ho, it is what it is. So you get yourselves over there, and oh, Gothic Cav, very nice. Yeah, we'll use you to help clear out some of these barbarians, I think. There's some reinforcements there. Faction announcements. Adelwulf. We're getting lots of new generals now. Lots of more generals coming in. Now, the fact that the Romans aren't going for Massilia is really quite annoying, to be honest. They're clearly going to be throwing tons of effort at me for no particular reason. Now, they've now got all the rams in the world. They're going to attack. My general can not quite get there even by himself. So let's put these guys on the... Actually, they still won't be able to make it next turn. Yeah, we just need to get as far as we can with this guy, and we'll see how it goes. Focus to mark him, and then Cheese has itself a wall. That's fine. Tenay has a tavern. Hopefully they can chill the sod out. Our spy hasn't seen anyone yet. That's positive. So yeah, we'll just wander over to that territory, and we'll see what we can find. You haven't seemed to have found the guy who was on the bridge before. What is actually in this town? What is in this town? Bit closer. Okay, can we just see the experience on them? Here we go, a little bit closer. Yeah, okay, they do have experience. That's probably their temple. Their temple's like +3 experience, if I recall. Let's get this guy in that direction. There's an army. We need to clear that out if we're going to go and deal with that. We could get the Dacia force to just swing down here instead. In fact, I'm going to focus on Scythia first because Dacia I'm really not that worried about. We can kill them anytime. They're going to be sandwiched and they are not in a great position. Battle finished that unless he's got some archers. We have to spend a bit of money on some of this stuff, so I'm going to... It's not worth cancelling because I'm already on minus, so let's start sending more of these archers over in that direction. Honestly, I'm just going to go and take Massilia at this point because it's just there and why not? So look, Dunham is happy enough. Adelwulf could do with a bit of training. We can just reach there actually if we go and do the old... Oh yeah, we're actually at peace. Okay, apparently we can't make it even with the bridge trick. So there we go. It's fine. I might change my mind next time, but if nothing else, I'd rather block the Romans in this direction. And we'll just go attack them because why not? We might as well at this stage. We've got the army. Maybe we just need to actually defend the Narbe Martius. Maybe that's the better idea. As for the Julii, down here, there's an awful lot of Spanish. Can you go and kill them? Glad I'm not at war with Spain, but everything feels very precarious right now, doesn't it? Really, really does. Okay. I want to see a best mercs guide with the context of where you get them and how strong they are compared with the factions in the region. Hit the comparison with troops on the other side of the map. Yeah, I did the tier list for mercenaries, which obviously, yeah, sometimes you're just comparing units which you're kind of comparing to how sometimes how useful they are in that part of the world. That's true. You can look at it with different nuances. I was kind of directly comparing them to each other there, but you're right. Some of those are more useful in their own context. The war bands, for example, up here, which I said were largely terrible, they're actually very expensive, which is part of the issue with them. But hey ho, let's just see what we've got. We've got a few of these guys to deal with, haven't we? That will have to be another turn. I think we're just going to end turn and see what happens with this siege because they're going to come on in, and that looks like a fun battle. So looking forward to that. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to go smash this because it's going to be a good way of making some money whilst we're currently in the negative, which is just, you know, blockades and some of our trade is being cut off at this point. So yeah, let's get on with the end term and the inevitable Julii attack. Is it coming? If they don't attack this turn, they'll be mad. Yeah, there we are. So here we go. Shield breaker. That's a bit of Valor. Victor. Not helpful for us. We are not attacking, so he's just the +3 command. Okie pokey. So nothing too much on the commander. We have an extra lad here. Nothing too much to note. We have the captain here who is 2 of the archers and the cav. Now in theory I could have sent them to the other side where they might not be able to get sniped so much, but it's fine. I'm not too concerned about them getting picked off because, yeah, I think they'll be quite focused on their own assault. Either way, I have the Gothic cav to help hold the line, and they're good troops anyway. If they want to send cav after me, we'll win that battle against the cav. They've got experience on them, but yeah, I'm not too concerned about 3 units of cav against those Arch Warband and the... So not Arch Warband, they're you know, Chosen Foresters or whatever they're called, Foresters of the Galaxy. Anyway, They got a couple town watch, so that's a potential route there. The war dog troops are a potential route, but otherwise there's a lot of experience here. Like this is a mean force. It's just as well there's no actual general. Some archers could be a pain, but I don't know how useful they'll actually make of them. We have pikes, we can block up the street. We don't have a big plaza, so we can't use much of that. It's going to be a bit of a painful one, but I'm pretty confident we can just about do it. Well, let's head on in. And I kind of just did my commentary there as if I was going to do a cut at the end of the music. But there we are. There we are. We cannot. The Spanish fleet comes up, set fire to one of your boats and offer it to the middle of their armada. Yep. I'm English, I know that old trick. So I'm not too worried about those guys. And don't buy the barbarian mercs as it sucks compared with the Egyptian unit. You probably won't fight this in the playbook. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're going to show them what swords can do to their skulls. Do we have any swords? Does anyone have swords? They have cleavers. These guys have spears. They have clubs, maces, or something. We have an axeman. I'm not sure we actually brought any swords to the fight. Maybe it's just the generals. Okay, let's just get everything back to our tiny plaza for a moment while we work this out. They're over here. Reinforcements will come. See, they've actually deployed over there, which means our reinforcements might end up giving them a poke, actually. They're going to make so many holes where I'm not sure it's worth blocking up the walls and the gates. What's probably worth blocking up, maybe some of these? This is awkward, isn't it? It's a little bit awkward. I think we want to do something at the gate. I want to see if we can stop them at the gate. One thing you can do when there's less rams than this is kind of like block the ram, get the ram to kind of get in the way. That can be funny. You can kind of attack them literally as the gate gets smashed, and then the ram is kind of stuck. It kind of stops the flow. Maybe we can try that. Don't know. How are we going to do this? Honestly, how much can we fit on the plaza? This is the problem. If we're the bigger town, I mean, they just don't get big plazas. This is the thing. We can't do the plaza trick here. I'm not worried about us routing, to be fair. It's just how are we best going to take them on? It'd be best just blocking them with pikes at the entrance. Maybe we are. What are we thinking? Cavalry, to be honest, I reckon the general needs to actually stay with them, but this guy, why is there no gate over this side where my reinforcements are coming? That's ridiculous. That's bad luck. I should have zoomed into the map to spot where they were coming. Maybe I just send the general straight out. Maybe I do just send the cavalry out. Am I going to be complete numpty and just going to send the cavalry straight out? It might just disrupt them a little bit and get them stuck in front of the towers. You know what? Maybe. Let's get all of our... Let's see how many of these we've really got. They've got more rams than we have spear warband to block them. So, not the most sensible idea to actually just block up the entrances, I would suggest. We might want to block certain spots though. So, for example, if they want to come round over here, if they want to get themselves stuck in this kind of a position, that's not a terrible place for us to leave a unit. Likewise over here, if they're going to come in to some of this position, I don't mind leaving a unit or two over in this part of the world. So yeah, maybe let's leave a couple over here. I can always redeploy nearer the hill, because the hill's going to be very useful. In fact, I probably do want to use the hill. But what I probably want to do is just make sure that I'm not offering them out in certain parts of the map. So what I might do is just I want to leave my dogs and my Paula for the right moment. They need to be for the break. So the break will be nearer the plaza in these kind of sections. So yeah, what we want to do, I think, with these guys is kind of get more like this. Might just V-shape it. V-shape it. The tree's in the way. Thank you, tree. Tree is causing us problems. Okay. Yeah, this is more likely to be like a pretty major attack point for them. So let's just get these guys in here. I've not been used to defending barbarian towns. It's been a long time since I've had to do a barbarian defense. Honestly, I feel like we might just get some of these things blocked up like this, and then just see where they go. I want to redeploy some of my men, but we'll just see where they pile on in. So let's just get this front entrance blocked up for now. Everyone else can be a little bit mobile, I would say. I see the chat's gone very, very quiet when it comes to suggestions for this battle. Berserkers likewise are going to be good for certain moments. What I might want to see is if I leave like one thing at the front gate, will I... They're going to be isolated, but are we going to break a unit if we just leave them right here? Something like that. I don't know. We have 5 berserkers here who might just cause some nonsense. Screeching women can assist at the door just to do some morale stuff. If we can just do a bit of damage holding them, but we'll just see how it goes. I think we just need to be a bit flexible with how this battle develops. Main thing is, when it comes to this point, which I suspect it will come to, we need to see how many we can get back to block up the entrances. I doubt they'll do too much around the side. We need the dogs, and we need the paulers to be here for the morale debuffs. Other than that, we just see where it goes. Axeman, you likewise, when it comes to... Axeman can maybe do some work at the front gate just to see if we can run out and cause some chaos. That's fine. And for the general needs to stay with the main force, wherever the main battle currently is taking place. So we'll start the battle. New warriors have indeed arrived. They are up the massive hill over here. So, in they come. That's fine by me. I'm going to get... Let's get these guys straight out of the city. Going to get these guys straight out of the city. General's going to stay there. That's fine. What am I going to do with these guys, you ask? I think, to be honest, we're going to try and isolate this guy over here. Try and isolate these guys. The rest of them, they might get distracted by us. I'm not too concerned if they get distracted by us, to be honest. They can do what they want. Get the Paulers to scream. I send a cav unit or 2 to swing around and hit the ram pushes from behind to disrupt. Yeah, when they're in range, I definitely think we want to be doing a bit of that. These archers up on this hill. These guys can come over here. They're going to do excellent hand-to-hand. Run in. You immediately smash them. These cav, likewise, we just want to make sure we're doing something to annoy them. If we can burn a ram or 2, that'd be nice. I think the front part's going to go. What I want to do is make sure that this side part isn't going to cause me too many problems. So there's some fire coming over there. These guys, yeah, okay, how are we going to disrupt these lads? The very front gate, they've got a pile of them. He's going to come around the side, that's fine. We've got a bit of time to cause them problems. We're getting shot. Is that their archers? Where are the archers standing? Must be their archers. I think we might have got picked off by their archers at the start there. That's a bit annoying. Town watch, that's an easy route. Okay, let's go and deal with that guy. We'll swing around and poke this one, actually. That'll be fine. These cav can just ram into them. And I don't know that that will rout them, but at the very least it's going to disrupt them whilst... Are they just about in ram rage? In ram rage. Yeah, just go and poke them for a minute. Just keep them busy while they're in the range of that particular unit. Get yourselves back out of there. How is the Gothic cav thundering, by the way? It is indeed doing some thundering. That's good to see. You are going to pull out of there. We can just keep them standing where their tower might be shooting. That would be nice. Let's get these guys back into them. It's not the end of the world. Gothic cav! Okay, they've absolutely annihilated their way through that unit. I think we're just going to plow onto the town watch. You guys are in range of him. That's good. That's broken. Get in front of that guy now. Deal with him. The archers are going to shoot that guy. Let's get the 21 of these guys who we don't really care about to just go and do some more disruption. You get on top of him. You'll break pretty soon. Go on to loose to make sure any javelins are as inefficient and ineffective as possible. A bit of a weird charge going on there. That's Principe. What do we want? Get them to pull back out of there. That's absolutely fine. You guys just charge into those Astarte, cause them whatever problems you can. It's mainly just getting in the way. So, yeah, they're going to pull the ram away now. That's good. That's more time. They're gone. They are gone. Not surprising. General, get yourself into position. This ram is, once again, not doing very much. Can we just deal with this unit? Principe not throwing javelins is what I want to see. And these guys are so strong. They're actually probably stronger than the general, are they actually? 12, 7, 16, and they are 15, 7, 22. Yeah, they're actually vastly better than the general. Principe are broken. Excellent. Next unit. Next unit. Next unit. Next unit. Next unit. Get these archers. I mean, they're going to be very helpful in the city, don't get me wrong, but are those routing guys going to... I was interested what was about to happen there. Can we actually run out while they're smashing this up? We might be able to. They're on 94. Open the gates. Okay. We really need the spears to actually be in position. No. Okay. Quickly get on top of them, and that ram is going to now be in the way. Okay. Leave the ram in the way. Oh, this is worse on Medieval 2. Okay. Fine. They got the ram out. They got the ram out. That's annoying, but these guys are going to get in position. Axeman, just get yourself over here. That'll be fine. Nice and quick. Let's make sure we're keeping up to date with the rest of this battle. These guys are causing them problems. They're Hastati. Yep, just get the charge in. Get the charge in. And this little Sally charge is going to hopefully do some very nice stuff. The general dies. It's just too bad. And they are absolutely demolished. They got a little javelin throwing in on us, but other than that, that's fine. Yeah, this cavalry arriving in time, this Gothic cav is going to make so much difference. These archers will be very helpful in the town, but actually right now they're an excellent flanking force. These guys are exposed as well. Turn yourselves around. In fact, I reckon... Oh, they're still eager. Fine. Down goes more wall. Wall's looking bad. Just going to go look at the chat in between here for a moment. Didn't comment as you tend not to read the chat when bad happens. Indeed, I don't. But on this occasion, I was generally like, what am I going to do? But yes, sometimes the ram pushers just run to the hole in the wall rather than make their own. Yeah, they might do. They might do. They're pushing the ram when the hole is made. They continue to push. They're detached. Yeah, they... Oh, these guys have wonked a bit. Can we just get ourselves organised? How are they doing? Intimidated by stuff and things. Let's just make sure the generals... You really need to organise yourself like right now, guys. Like right now. They're going to send their cavalry auxiliary in. Okay. Let's see what we want to do here. Because let's just make sure this battle is just finished here, because it should be. Right, this is finished. These archers, to be honest... They do such a good job in the city, but there isn't. It's going to take them so long to get around. I could finish ramming my own wall and run through. Probably not the best idea. What I will say is this unit is no longer useful over there. So, get off phalanx, and actually, yeah, he can bring himself over here. I should have done that a little bit sooner, but it's fine. I'm not really expecting too much of a hold at the front gate here, but... we shall see. These guys need to deal with them. Lots and lots and lots of holes in the wall over here. So, berserkers, get yourself on berserk and go berserk. See what you can do. They're broken. They're broken. You guys, war crying, you charging. No, charging Hastati. Hastati, Hastati. All the cav in the world are going to start piling in. Unfortunately, the Paulers need to get out of there now. These guys are going to be a little bit late to this, aren't they? Oh, if I just changed it around sooner. I never actually gave these guys instructions. What do I want? The cavalry... Oh, they're actually just piling in. They're all piling in. That means I can just get the archers pretty safely into this flanking position. So that's first and foremost what we're going to do. These two units... Is that the general? That's the general. Send the general into them. Send these Gothics into the rear. We are... just needing to take a moment here. You know what? I reckon we got this at the front gate, actually. Send them running forward. Get all these guys. Yeah. These guys are going to struggle for a moment, but I reckon the rest of them just come on in. Get yourselves here now. Get yourselves here now. Pile forward. Get Paula back. Where's the cav? These guys need to be running. They're not running. They're going to hold long enough. They're not going to hold long enough. Okay. My general, where are you at? They've taken the walls. Okay, they've routed through them. Was that a terrible time to have just decided to do all this? Yes, it probably was. Okay, the cavalry has now arrived. Maybe a split second late, annoyingly. We're just a few seconds late on everything here. Okay, change your plan, all of you. Go back and do exactly what you've been supposed to do the whole time. Okay, the other guys, for some reason, are running in this way around. Not sure why. Let's just get both of you, back where we were about 4 seconds ago. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So, General, if General needs to intercept for you, then he absolutely will. He's going to go charge those equity. That'll be fine. Dogs, likewise. Go in, charge the equity. Screeching women, pull yourselves back if at all possible. Where's the other guy? He's over here. He's going to delay them. That's fine. That was his job. His job was to die. Good. Get the berserkers forward. These two berserkers need to be over here along with Paula. That'll be perfect. This unit is so far out of position is actually obscene, but if they can do something, then the Gothic Cav at the gate might just be able to help them out. Yeah, they've given up. That's unfortunate. I should have got them moving there forward earlier. Cavalry Auxilia, we can gun them down. Been playing Knights of Empire, you can tell. They can shoot them down. Other unit, you just keep coming. You keep coming. The enemy general is running. That's good. See, this is the classic pathfinding in barbarian cities. They run back to the centre before they run back out. It's absolutely ludicrous. Okay, just get yourself into that position. Do it quick and get into phalanx. Good. Okay, so. We pulled back and it was a bit of a mistake. Our Gothic Cav and our war dogs. Yes, our Gothic Cav are now in their flank. Good. My general's now stuck in battle with them. That's fine. That was a distraction, sir. Distraction, sir. Get yourself back behind the line. That means run over here. That'll be absolutely grand. What's the general doing? He's stationed down there. General who's running away. Don't worry about him. Thunder back into early legionary cohort. Bit of a worry, but at this stage it's fine. War dogs are back there. We are now. Okay, the other unit did make it in time, which means they can get themselves into this position. You get yourselves into that position. Okay, you two are going to be there in time, in phalanx. That is absolutely perfect. Now these guys. Okay. Get yourselves back through the line. My general's going to get himself killed here, which is going to be a big problem. Get yourself back behind the line. Thank you. Okay. This battle's so stupid. Right, Paula is screaming. That is good. Hastati coming into there. That is fine. We have 2 more berserkers. Activate 1. Hold back the second one. Over here. What happened to my noble cattle? Oh no, the Gothic Cav are gone. The Gothic Cav are gone. We just need this general back in the city. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Oh, the archers have got stuck with these guys, have they? Interesting. You guys just continue to skirmish. The archers would be really helpful in the town, but if they're just keeping people busy, then that's fine. Stop trying to deal with that. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. That's fine. So, they're breaking as they hit the centre. That's what you want to see. General is over there. General needs to stop running around like an absolute madman. They are, though, charging through the line. I'm going to get Paula in to help. War dogs just need to stay out of it, actually, at all costs, because they cause problems. Some more spear warband over here. The axemen got themselves all but 1 dead. That's not particularly helpful, but run on in and do some murder anyway. And you can go over there. I think we're fine, but it's not really ideal either. This general is... Yeah, our chosen archers are unfortunately being chased out of town, but we are, by and large, clearing them out at the front gate. So you can see berserkers exist somewhere around here. Oh dear, I can just tell from the nonsense that's going on. Okay, so berserkers are doing their job. This general is somehow still alive. So's the main one as well. The flank managed to hold. This flank got a bit battered, but did generally manage to hold. Paula can get herself back. That'd be fine. Spear warband. Where was that slightly weaker one who was going to help? Yeah, you just slightly plug that side hole, which did get a little bit attacked last time. We still have this flank to worry about because this guy has finally broken. But, wow, he did a good job. He did a good job. They look quite weak, even if there's still quite a few of them. That's not too bad. My archers, honestly, I like to just keep them alive, but if they want to stand there and just shoot guys as they flee, that's actually not the most terrible position in the world. Yeah. Just do what you want. Kill guys as they flee. Why are you here? This impetuous. And he's fleeing. Don't get yourself killed. Just flee. Just flee. It's fine. You're safe enough. Chosen Archer Warband can now get themselves back behind the line. Okay, this battle. I mean, there we are. Right, we've still got one more Berserker unit who's ready for whenever we need them. You see the guy I told to go over there? He's coming over here first. Utter nonsense. So, it's fine. It is what it is. Get this cav around to that flank. That'll be okay. And, oh dear. They're running through the archer, which is a bit ridiculous, but it is fine. Shoot that has started. Actually, no, just shoot who's coming for you, to be honest. That'll be not an issue. Right, we're going to win this, but it's a bloody awful mess. You can use the enemy rams in your own wool. That was a question that you just said. I didn't phrase that as a question. I assume you can. I couldn't tell you for sure off the top of my head, but I feel like you can. Okay, you get yourself over here. We're going to have this guy just to reform that because the front is largely gone and we have a couple stronger units for all of that. Back here with the early legionary cohort who are clearing off some chosen archer warband who didn't decide to just run over here. They decided to come down here or something again. Yeah, the pathfinding is really, really... Are you the... Berserk? No. Where is he going? He's chasing after someone. Oh, I don't know. War dogs must be shot down. They're in a shield position. Okay, it's just a matter of time now until everyone comes and dies. These guys are coming in. A legionary cohort. Now, how well can we do against these guys? We killed them. It's fine. Yes, these guys are once again doing the stupid slow shuffle to their ruddy position. Honestly, the pathfinding for the plazas is so bad, and this is what the remaster needed to fix, and it didn't. So yeah, get these guys into position. There's a few more of them coming in. We're just going to hold our ground at this stage. These guys oh yeah, you're actually in position this time. Well done. You can just stand over here and shoot down things as they appear. That one axeman is going to chase people down. Well, as long as they don't regroup, that's fine. You shoot down anyone who's back there. At some point they've got to come in. They're just coming in very slowly. That's fine. All right, well, Hastati are coming in. You know what? Last Berserkers. Just go and do your thing, guys. Just go and do your thing. So with that, what's left to chase down? Honestly, if we do want to chase people down, we're going to send these two to go chase people down. I think that makes sense to me. Archers will just... Oh, we're out of ammo. Fine, send them in to do the bloody business of the day. I can see the Berserkers over there are doing some work, so let's see about that. We can't even see that they're technically fighting, they're just brutally murdering. Okay, well I think the archers are doing some work, but I don't think you need to be honest, guys. I think the work is done. You can go and chase them down. Don't shoot our Berserkers in the back, I don't appreciate it. So, Gothic Cav are now coming through. I'm going to send the General as well at this point, because it's just some Roman archers and there's not a lot else that isn't actually routing, so we can mop it all up. What is there officially? 87% dead. Is there someone flanking or something? Oh yeah, they're just running for their legionary cohort. At the very least, they do go and chase down a unit who are still fighting. That's fine by me. Screeching Women, you can go chase down that legionary cohort because you do love a good bit of murder. I'm going to leave the rest of these pike lads on the plaza, just in case people regroup and cause problems. But in general, looks like it's now just a case of, yeah, sending out the cav to mop these up. One by one, there's victory. Oh dear, we still have quite a few units at good health here, but a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying of a battle, but it was a fun one. A very different kind of battle. Not really used to defending barbarian towns. I think in future, if we do need to deal with too many more of these before we have enough force to go take Batavium, we'll probably hold back a little bit more here. I don't mind leaving a few. That one at the flank over there did brilliant work. Having the units outside at the start was very helpful. But having archers here as they come up, I mean, the hills for barbarians are such an advantage that other towns don't have, and I think it is something that's kind of missed sometimes by people. Very effective if you can make use of it. So let's just mop up whatever we can, honestly. I really don't want anything coming home for them, so we'll speed it up, because at this point, I don't really know. Anything that's got out of the city is just running off in that direction, isn't it? Yeah, they're all gone. So mop them up, mop them up, mop them up, mop them up. Okay. The reason they didn't want to fix fine on the remaster, they didn't want to ruin the meme. Yeah, maybe let's go with that reason. Let's go with that reason. This axeman, actually no, there's not enough of this axeman. You 25, can you come and grab a ram? Come and grab a ram. Can you come grab this ram? No, it won't let us grab the ram. Shoot the ram. Yay! Okay. There we go. You clearly won the battle. Didn't have time to go and check about grabbing the ram, but we shot it anyway. -3 berserkers. Oh no, those were the 5 men at the front door, weren't they? It's a bit of a shame. We lost berserkers, but it had to be done. The defence is a success one way or the other. So, immediate re-siege. Wow. No, sorry, because of the completely inane conditions of the victory, I am not allowed to accept a ceasefire. Wow, they attacked me immediately afterwards. Let's enjoy the barbarian music for a minute. What have we got? 4 archers, some civilian horse archers, some barbarian cav, and some infantry. Okay. I say we charge them with all the dogs again. Right, I'm going to save because that battle was way too big and spectacular. Don't really want anything going wrong. La 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 la. Woohoo! Victory! And into battle we go. The Seasons of War, infinite money. Don't I know it? This would all be over if I had infinite money. Okay, well, that was a hell of a siege. They picked. This does not look like Scythian territory to me. Far too many farms. Okay, not really a fan of the trees. They're a bit annoying. Let's just grab our spears nice and wide. My voice is going now, wow. Get these guys loose. That would be sensible. And a bit like last time, to be honest, we're just going to make an absolute mess of units. Lots of dogs. They're going to run forward and cause nonsense. We've got some horse archers, we've got some cav. All the cav can just join the back there. Okay, so we're going to stand over here just to make sure we've got a bit more of an open battlefield. There they are. Couldn't see them for a moment there. So let's just get everyone to turn around. I always get my horse archers to run forward actually, because they can do some good work skirmishing. If they've got to run towards us, they can't really be doing too much shooting. And we have some good range, so we'll probably be well in range when we're still causing them lots of problems. So we'll turn off skirmish mode. Didn't do them any good last time against those maidens anyway. To be honest, they have so many archers this time, I don't really want to engage in too much of an archery affair because it will just end with us getting shot. That's not particularly ideal. So shoot those axemen actually. Just get them shot down as much as possible. Archers are already well in range. Dogs, I think you probably just need to get yourself running on forward actually. So yeah, send them after those civilian horse archers. That'll be fine. General for some reason is coming forward. Get these guys running. Barbarian cav are just going to run forward. So just send the dogs to go and chase into him to start with. That'll be fine. Archers are... yeah, he's now held up, which is lovely. Axemen can do that instead. Get the infantry to just march towards the infantry gradually. That's fine by me. And to be honest, my cav can just start thundering their way forward. Dogs will eat through him, which is excellent. And the archers can just be dealt with. Yeah, dogs are way too good. I love the dogs, damn it. I love it when I'm the one using them anyway. They're actually one of the units I very much enjoy. But yeah, you haven't released your dogs yet, so you guys just get yourselves around the flank. Axemen have actually managed to engage with them because I wasn't paying attention and I turned them with skirmish and I missed seeing them through the trees. I said get out of... Okay, this is the problem. When you press skirmish mode, they just decide to immediately do that instead. That's just brilliant. So they can go and do that job. You go deal with them. Archers. Yeah, that's a great job there. So they're all now very busy with all that nonsense. Archers can just be chased down. And to be honest, I should have just done exactly what I said, which is just charge them all, frankly. So that's what we're going to do. You charge into the Axemen. Axemen over here. And Axemen over here. These guys can just keep shooting them. They're doing some lovely work on that kind of business. At least the horse archers figured out how to horse arch eventually, and by that I mean they just charge people down. Down they go! Dogs are stupendously effective against unarmoured units. Like, they just rip them apart if they have no armour. More to the point, they just destroy morale, and I love it for that reason. Archers, you can probably stop shooting now because you're just going to cause us more problems than actual benefits. And look, we've still got so many dogs left. All cavalry, just swing over to that part of the world because that seems to be all that's left of them. Excellent stuff. And I think at this stage, yeah, the dogs are just going to mop up whatever's left, which is one unit over here. Oh yeah, that is that Cav? Can't even tell. That is Cav, so it's just going to run off the field in a matter of moments. Okie dokie. Well, we'll have to see where we are at the end of this turn because the GDI are obviously, yeah, besieging us, which isn't particularly ideal. This army's a bit battered potentially to actually go and take the city, which is, I guess, why we sent the other force along. We'll have room for that in time. So yeah, they are sending some forces over here. What do we want to do with this force? Where do they want to go? What's just go the quickest route? Just get there in their quickest route. Now, if that army is good enough to win this battle, which I would hazard a guess at yes, it totally is, then this army probably actually wants to turn back immediately. And do I care about you? I care enough about you to just send the general and some summations off to kill you. That should hopefully just kill them. Don't know how they managed to get away really, but there we are. There's one of those things, the auto-resolve works better in later games. Like Empire, it's a little bit better in Empire where if you are overwhelming, you will tend to get the victory you should get, although they do tend to run away still. Gaul and the Brutii are now peaceful. That's unfortunate. Lemongrind is getting some peasants. Tomtiakum is getting some axemen. Not the worst thing in the world. Now, this time, we have ourselves a reinforcement army over here. Now, if they want to attack us, it's fine. If not, then we'll just swing back into the same position we were at before. Only 15 berserkers this time. It was great having 3 rounds of berserkers. That was lovely. Roman turncoat. Oh, just beautiful. So that's good to see. End of turn reports. La 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 la. And a shipwright in Samabriva. That's excellent because that is money. Money that we otherwise don't have. So, okay. I'm going to go and attack these guys because sod them. They've annoyed me for betraying me. And this is just kind of how it is, you know. It's war, peace, and that's all absolutely fine. That's just the way it goes. So we'll siege that one down for a little bit and see how that all ends. The Gallic leader's over there. He doesn't know what to do. He's just fed up at this point. He's 42, so he's quite young, actually. Lemongrinder has itself a fair amount of army at this stage. So peasants, that was trying to keep it under control, wasn't it? We'll have to work out where we maybe want those guys to go. So, yeah, the idea of taking Batavium is a good one if we ever break out of this issue. Don't know if this is going to be a more experienced army. We can't tell right now. What else do we want to try doing? I'm not too worried about those rebels. They're not really the key thing for us to worry about right now. We have some rebels over here that we can mop up. We can't quite poke them this turn, which is a bit unfortunate, these rebel lads, but we will... No, we can't quite make it. That's really annoying. Next turn, we'll just continue with that mop-up job. That's absolutely fine. Looks like we've got some rebels on our watchtower, which is a bit of a shame. But we don't have the money once again to actually train up the new force. That's a bit annoying. Okay, this guy can just run up here and see what's happening. I do need some more eyes on this part of the world, though. So the money I do have, I can't quite afford a spy. Ooh. I bet you after 15 sieges from Thrace, Macedonia will take this in their first go. Absolutely they will. They've also got a massive army that's much bigger than the Thracians ever brought along, so in that sense you shouldn't be surprised. Brutii. Let's just swing around a little bit. Macedonia are potentially still pretty strong. Don't know if I've got a diplomat over there. I feel I do here, yes, because I was chatting to him. Okay, let's go and chat with these guys, actually. We're not going to be friends because we're at war with Scythia, but we could potentially do something of interest with them. Potentially through time, anyway. Okay, so Lovasice is looking much stronger now with its bigger city walls. Lugdunum, honestly, we can send some of those peasants over to Lugdunum just to look after it. To give it some population. Settle it down a little. As for the rest of this, we need to just clear out these pirates, of course. So these guys are just going to continue heading over there. We did build one boat, but we ran out of money to deal with the second part of it, which is a bit irritating. Jorvik can send some of its peasants over to Deva just to make sure they are more chill. And as for the rest of this, well, okay, starting to come together a little bit, but the Romans are going to slow down the campaign. Should I put 5 rather than 4? This is episode 4, right? Apparently... I've been calling this the wrong name the whole way through. Just to attack, please. Do not attack. Okay, the classic meme has come up. So please do not attack, except we attack. I reject it because I'm attacking you. Too bad. I always feel like if you just read it that way around, it makes perfect sense, but there we are. So I think we will potentially leave it on the cliffhanger here. So they've got themselves... Let's just do a fake sally a moment and just see what they are. This time, a bit more cav and nowhere near as much experience. We could probably do that by a sally, actually, as long as we include that guy in the battle. So we will probably, think about that next time. Julii and Spain are at war with each other again. Brutii and Gaul are at war with each other again. And Armenian Dacia allies. Armenia! I guess I'm not actually at war with those guys, am I? Yeah, they're just stuck in this little battle here. It's a good thing, really. It just means I'm not having to deal with them. Yeah, you go over to Lugdunum. Let's just send this entire force, basically, out to go and mop up those guys. Oh, yeah, that's what always happens whenever we do any of that mop up around here. They run around the river an absolute mile. So annoying. Novomartis has a Gallic spy. Well, it probably should. It's a Gallic down. Lovasice is out of anything it can do. Makamani and Cheese. In theory, it'd be nice to get an archer range or to get the temple, but we can't right now because we have no money. Jorvik grows. Okay, we'll spend the only money we have on you, Jorvik. Whatever. So, where are we at? Where are we at right now? As we look to end things for today, because I am probably flagging a little bit now. So, Oscar is doing a great job of keeping the Julii busy. For some reason, the Spanish were threatening to attack me, enter my land several times, even landed an army up here and walked them back out, but they haven't attacked. The Julii, war peace, war peace, war peace. With me, they just seem to keep sending stacks at Levarvum. This is the 3rd army now? Did we, or was that just the 2nd? I don't even know anymore. It's all a little bit silly. More and more of these Chosen Arch Warband are coming this direction. We can send some Axemen and more of the like with them. Tomtiakin will need some troops. Apparently our buttons are now broken, which is excellent, so we can't do that at this stage. But Thrace is still allies. They threatened us, but they didn't quite do it. Macedonia haven't stabbed us yet, but if they take that, you can be sure they'll be going for Levarvum, which will create a whole new problem when I try and use Patavium as the border. Hopefully the Macedonians can just be at war with the Romans. That would probably be very nice indeed. But they are allies, unfortunately, so that will be more and more of a problem. We get some peasants here because at the very least I will have some forces to send out in that direction. This spy at the very least can now tell me what's going on here, which is basically nothing. Some good units though. So not a lot of troops, but good ones. That's fine. We'll go and deal with that in a few turns' time. Tene hopefully just has enough to defend itself, whilst this spy gets an eye on Campus Alani, which also has nothing but does have some good archers, so bear that in mind. Okay, so we are looking in a pretty darn strong position at this point when it comes to the Scythian War. They have some annoying troops, but they don't actually have a lot of horse archers in these armies, which is what entirely I built this force to deal with, but you know, we're at least better than their basic archer warband, so that's good to know. Yeah, we've not made huge land progress in this part, but we've definitely made big progress in terms of actually completing the victory condition to taking out Scythia. Scythia are 5-10. We'll take care of them next time. That'll be no problem. We'll be taking over Campus Scythia in a few turns. We've taken over that in a few turns. And Campus Alani, if we could get a few troops in that direction, we can certainly finish that off. So that'll be simple enough. Thracia again threatening Dacia. Honestly, if I can have Dacia gone without me even waging war with them, I would absolutely love it. That would be magnificent. But in general, okay. This part of the world has gone well, I would say. We've got obviously Nabin Martis under control. Massilia is under siege because why the hell not at this point? Judiis are focused on this direction, so I'm happy enough with the current state of affairs with them. It's just a little bit of a tough going up here in Lavarvum. Okay, I think then I'm going to save it up. And despite the fact that I've called this entire episode the wrong name, it's fine. I'm just going to continue with that. Oof. That was some brutal, brutal affairs with the Julii, but I'm feeling pretty good. Nice to have some variation with the Scythia wars as well. Hopefully Thrace don't cause us any backstabs. Well, I think next time we will see a backstab from those guys. Somehow, I just think it's going to be there. But whatever happens next time, I'm throwing all my efforts on getting the game victory conditions over the line. Most likely, on my days, they pulled out of the battle. Most likely, Dacia will eventually, finally lose that town. If we have to go deal with Pripet, we will. That faction leader will eventually have to die. But yeah, we will force our way to campaign victory next time. Don't you worry about that, and perhaps there'll be some future things. At the end of Empire, by the way, I am planning on doing a bit of an Empire live stream at some point to follow up, which would certainly... obviously, we got Monday... Well, let's just talk about what videos are coming out. So next week we have this week, sorry, we've had Empire episode 13 yesterday. Tomorrow we have another Millennia video, the last one of those. Obviously, that was a demo that was out, Paradox sort of Civil 4X game. I really like the look of. Looks intriguing. I do enjoy Civilization, and I quite enjoyed Humankind when we played that when that came out. Although I haven't really continued to play that. Millennia, we've got the Age of Blood. We're going to look at the Age of Blood tomorrow. It's not like a 20-minute video. It's not huge, but it's there to look at the Age of Blood and the Chaos events. So if you fans are interested in Millennia, there's the last video for that coming out tomorrow. Thursday, we have the Empire finale, which hence future live stream. We might well have... I might well do one... I'm not sure about next week. We'll have to see it, but I might do a bonus episode for a bit of a live stream on Empire, because I think if people are interested in that, it'd be nice to serve a bit of that audience as well. Empire was great fun, and there's a little bit more to do after the finale, I think it's fair to say, but we have some good fun in that finale too. Sunday there's a shorts video. Monday we have a new mini-series from Rome Total War. That will be the Rebels Prologue, which is a fun little campaign. It's like 4 episodes. So that'll be Monday, Thursday for the next couple of weeks. So looking forward to that one. We'll probably then have a little bit of historical battles before we head into a new Medieval 2. Because it's definitely time to head back into that. Especially as we're running Rome to a War on the live stream, and we've got a mini-series coming up too. Lastly then, thank you to my Patreon supporters and the members. I'm actually adding some new perks for March. So we've got the podcast will now be available for everyone, as well as the Discord. So whichever level you're out there. And we're also going to start doing some shout outs as well. So for Christian Archers and the Amazonian Chariots, which are the 2nd and 3rd tier, we'll now be doing some shout outs. I'll explain more about how that will work in another video, but basically to have an up-to-date list, I'm basically going to take the start of the month's list of members and patrons, and we'll use that on the videos for that month, because otherwise I'll never be able to get any videos out without uploading things the minute before they release. So as a practical element, there are some practicalities to explain for that, but yes, we're basically adding extra perk on to that. There'll also be some stickers for members. I'm not sure I saw the members in the chat this evening, but they actually had themselves some little Germania emojis that they could throw up. But maybe we'll see those in the next one, because I know Jimothy is not available today, but he would have, yes, he's one of the members who would have been thoroughly enjoying the Germania based stickers, because I know that they're his favourite faction. But for now, I think it's a pretty good time to leave it. So I'm going to head us back over to our little, our little thumbnail with number 4 on it, Thomas. Unlike number 5, I've been writing for the whole of the save files. It's fine. So thank you very much for joining me for this. As I say, we are on the verge of victory. Sevilla are on their knees, quite frankly. Dacia are on their knees. It's just a matter of how many turns it takes for me to get there, and if the Romans are going to delay those turns by endlessly besieging the town, because that will slow us down a bit if that is the case. But I think once we've broken the back of this army, we'll be in a pretty good place to ponder if we want to take a step forward. I think the Macedonians might put me off that, actually, because they'll almost certainly just attack one of the two in a turn or two, I suspect. But we will see all of that very, very soon. So thank you for joining me here today. It's lovely to have you here. We will, I'm not sure about next Tuesday. I think I'm going to, I think I've got an event. I'm going to a football match on Tuesday next week. I think it's Tuesday. So if we do a live stream, it'll most likely be Wednesday. If we do a live stream next week, it might be more likely to be Empire, just because it'll be a week after the Empire finale. But we will see. I don't really know how my schedule is currently looking. But look out for potentially Empire Wednesday, and then this in 2 weeks' time to finish off the campaign. And we finished today with 0 money, by the way, I just noticed, which is lovely indeed. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. I'm Thomas, this is Nerds the Human, and this has been our Germania short campaign live stream. Thank you, and bye-bye.